Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. We ready to rock. We ready to go. I got my basketball St. John's, right? Basketball's, college basketball slowly getting started. They're starting to get ready, getting the team going, getting ready. I can always see March Madness. I'm already there. Go Johnnies, if they ever make it. But you never know. They used to make it back in the days with Ron Artest, Chris Mullin. They had some stars, baby. They had some stars, man. Can St. John's get back? Maybe one day. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. I thought this music was fitting for the moment. I woke up this morning. The first thing I said is thank you for my legs. I seen a guy that I went to high school with, didn't know too well yesterday in the park. We were talking, and, you know, he was in Iraq. He got hit with shrapnel. He said there was an explosion near him. Like, he shouldn't even have been there sitting next to me. I looked at him. I said, thank you so much. I looked him deep in the eyes. I said, thank you so much for your service. You know, and I meant every single second of it. Like, we get to live these beautiful lives. We get to be so free because there's men out there getting shot at, you know. Shout out to all the Navy SEALs that have put their lives on the line. What a disgrace. That's all I have to say about it. What a disgrace. But shout out to all the Navy SEALs that have put their life on the line for our country. Shout out to every single armed force member that has signed that dotted line. I don't care if it's because you needed it. Some people say, oh, I need to call tuition. At the end of the day, you signed on that dotted line. You put your heart on the American flag. And thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I have so much respect for the service men and women of this country. And I just want to let that be known. I love each and every one of you. Okay. Being there. Lemon water. I said thank you. And you know, that's what comes to my thank you. Because I say thank you in the morning because I still have my legs. Because I know there's young guys, 38 years old like me, that signed up to go to Iraq and Afghanistan. That was my generation. 9/11 happened when I was 18. That was my generation. Many of the young peers of mine signed up and were in Iraq, Afghanistan, and all over the world. Shout out to all my friends that served in the armed forces, because I have many. I love you all. All right. Just want to make that clear. And so I say thank you every morning that I get to walk to the bathroom, because I get to walk with my legs to the bathroom. All right. And then as I'm going to the bathroom, I say thank you, dear Lord, for my legs. Like, I take a deep breath, and like that's my first moment of gratitude as I open my eyes, and then continue the day with gratitude and thankness. My connection to God is always my number one as I move through this earth. And if you don't have that connection, I don't judge you yet at all. I fell into it. I felt like it was brought to me. There was days when I didn't even want a connection to God. I was in my own zone. Like, I felt like certain times in your life you're called. Anyway, I don't want to get into this. Isn't a religious channel, and I've never been religious like that. So I used to watch guys like that on YouTube and look at them like, come on, man. Like, you charlatan, bro. Like, you know, let's go to the bar and kick it. But that's not me anymore. I did drink alcohol from 18 to 30 years old. I did end up in central bookings. I'll be honest with you guys. I woke up in a jail cell, had no idea who was next to me. I was 20 years old. I was in central bookings, New York. Had no idea what I had done. Was popping Xanax, didn't remember anything, you know, and I don't condone any of that to any of the young kids watching. I'm saying don't do it. I would have had my own business way earlier. It wouldn't have taken till I was this old, you know. So I've been through so much in my life, and I don't know why I'm opening up in the morning right now. But I'm just saying, you know, now I wake up every morning with my lemon water. I work out. Like, I keep the right mindset, because I know that all it takes is a few slips to get back, and the devil is always waiting, all right? And Jadakiss' new album, he says, you know, use the Lord at all times. Use the power of the Lord at all times. At all times, you know, and shout out to Jadakiss, man. I met him a few times in my life. One of the realest people you'll ever meet in your entire life. Shout out to Jada. Freaking love that dude. Okay, so let's take a look at what's happening for Bitcoin, right? They do the beautiful double bottom, even triple bottom that one of my awesome lifers suggested. Let's take a look at it. We called out a Bitcoin short last night. Let's take a look at the short real quick, just to get into the brass tacks of what's happening. Let me look at the chat. I haven't even seen what's going on. I haven't looked at the at my own. Some days it's like I don't even want to look at my own stream. I just want to be there with you guys in the stream doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? The stream is cool. Like, I don't want to ask for likes. I don't want to be sweating. I don't want to act like every other YouTuber out there. I want to be different. I want to be original. I want to be unique. I want to just say, hey, Show up if you want to show up. Hit the likes if you want to hit the like. Like, do whatever makes you happy. If it makes you happy to hit the like button, hit the like button. You know, if you're lazy, you don't hit the like button, I guess do whatever you want today. It's Freaky Fantastic Friday. Fun, baby. It's Fridays. That's why I'm wearing my St. John shirt. That's why I'm a little freer today. It's Friday, baby. It's Friday. We ain't afraid to praise. Be proud of your experience, though. They are what makes you. Yeah, Jada, a good dude. Yo, Jada's one of the best people in the world. I got footage of me and Jada hanging when I first met him. The day I met, one of the first days I ever met Jadakiss, we were kicking it down in the village. And see, one of my friends knew him really well. And we used to basically go on a lot of his events wherever he went. His name's Biscuit. If you know Biscuit, Biscuit's like a known Biscuit. He's a known dude in the industry. This dude, he's on Instagram. If you look up it's Biscuit. That's what it is. It's Biscuit. It's Biscuit. This is my dude right here. It's Biscuit. 220. So me and him used to run around New York City interviewing celebrities, doing stuff. He almost has 1 million followers on the gram. And, so he knew a lot of people. So through his connections, I would go around and do video work. And I did video work with so many people. I hung out with Twister, Jadakiss, like us, tons. Me and Stephon Marbury became good friends. It was crazy. I was hanging out with celebrities all the time, running through New York City. It was wild. It was a wild life, honestly. It was a wild life. It really was. I didn't make tons of money, I'll be honest, but I met a lot of people, and I went a lot of places. I was shooting movies. I was doing a lot of crazy stuff. I'm trying to find this footage here. See, like if you go back in time, man, what a life, man. What a life. I'm reminiscing today. Funny. I know Graf well. The rapper Graf's a good friend of mine. Good dude. Real good dude, man. One of the best, actually. One of the best, Anyway, so, moving forward. That's how I got into Bitcoin during that time. I was entrepreneuring, trying to find my way. And I knew there was a way out. Honestly, whoever's there right now listening, if you believe there's a way out, there is. It's your belief that creates the way. It's like the mouse thinks he can crawl out. Then he starts to, and then he gets out. You know what I'm saying? He first thinks he can get out before he starts to gnaw and chew and crawl in. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, right? It's the same theory. Like, your thoughts create your reality. If you don't have the thought, it's not there. It's just not there, right? Okay, so we talked about this being a rising wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the downside. We talked about there's probably being a measured move to 42,960. But many times I also say that we're in a bigger channel, this one here. And I've been talking about this one here for about a month straight. And might as well just bring it up yet again. But it's a rising wedge. Okay. And it's also coincides with Plan B, who's been spot on with their predictions. And they got a $37,000 Bitcoin at the end of September. Which tells me we're going to struggle. I believe we're going to have to hit this level right here. And maybe even try to test this support zone at 34,570. Highly likely. There's these are highly likely chances this occurs, right? Not saying it's guaranteed. These are just highly likely. Now, another thing I was telling everybody, and we were talking about, the 4-hour was overbought. And so if you listen to anything I said to my Patreons, they get an update every day throughout the day. They get numerous updates throughout the day. And I was going over Bitcoin, and I said, listen, the 4-hour is extremely high. Let's backtest it. And then I backtest all my stuff. Instead of this is how simple trading is. A lot of guys are sitting there in Fibonacci, like, yeah, it's great. There's projections theories, and as you get deep, I'm sure, I get it. Because I do the same thing, and I have my complex, projection theories and all that. But then I have my, just what it is, right? And when I go back, if you just trade what the market gives you. So look, high stochastic right here. Bitcoin has a beautiful dump. There's 1 for 1, okay? High stochastic right here. Okay. Bitcoin has a little bit of a dump. Not big, but 2 for 2. That doesn't go up, does it? No. High stochastic. Bitcoin has a little bit of a dump. High stochastic. Bitcoin has a dump. High stochastic. right? Right there. Bitcoin goes kind of sideways, but eventually dumps. All right, like high stochastic. Bitcoin does what? It dumps, okay? High stochastic, it goes kind of sideways. It doesn't go up. Not time to get in. High stochastic, dump, right? So are you getting me? So why the heck would you long a high stochastic on the 4-hour? Look. So the stochastics were high on the 4-hour. All I told my people was to short Bitcoin. How simple is that? Am I a brainiac? Is that rocket science? It's fact. It's just simple facts. You could literally not even know how to trade and in 15 minutes figure this out. You could just be like, okay. I mean, you wouldn't know what the stochastics RSI was. Like, there's tricks to the trade, right? So but once you knew the basics of trading and you knew TradingView and you understood probability, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of like 10, 9 out of basically 11 times. And it probably was the other ones too. There was a drop. They just were smaller moves. So basically 100% of the time, this dumps. So if this dumps 100% of the time, then why would I ever go against that? Now, there's an anomaly. 1 out of 20, 30 times they pump Bitcoin when the stochastics are high. They did it the other week. They did it like a few days ago. Like, they did it on the 1 hour. And it happens. But for the most part, it doesn't happen. So you have to trade probabilities when it comes to trading. Trading isn't, I know what's going to happen. No. I tell you guys every day, I don't know what's going to happen. Then how did you know to short last night when the whole market was like, how did you know exactly when to short then, Crypto Lifer, if you don't know what's going to happen? Because I base my ideas on the probabilities at hand. And if the probability is in my favor that it will do what it's supposed to do, and I back test the theory. So this is like a science. I'm a scientist. I go through the data, I back test the data, I then find the probability of the previous cycles or previous behaviors of the cycle of this stochastics, right? And then I base my next future ideas and moves off of that. Simple. So no emotion involved when you short Bitcoin last night. You're not like, oh, I just got this feeling Bitcoin's going down. I just when I hear a trader say the word I think, worst thing in the world. I see a lot of channels using the word, I think, Bitcoin, I think. I don't do that. When I do it, I slap myself with this ring right here on the bone. And I do it once a week. Sometimes I slip out. But I catch myself now. Do not use the word I think. No one cares what you think. The charts do not care what you think. I don't care what I think. If I gave you guys calls on what I thought, number one, it would be my opinion, which, I don't do. All my calls are based off the stochastics RSI. All my calls are based off the science. It's basically, I'm backtesting science and just going with the data. How do we long this falling wedge? Because falling wedges break up 68% of the time. Scientific evidence says that if we were to find 100 of these, 68 of them would break out. So in that chance, then it's highly more likely if I stand here. So if you're saying you get hit by a wave 68% of the time. So if I stand here, I'll get hit by a wave. You don't get what I'm saying? Like, if it's a hot day and you want to get hit by a wave, maybe. It's not too big of a wave. Not too scary of a wave. Could be a scary wave. We don't know. What kind of wave is it? Hopefully it's a wave. Hopefully it's something just waving at you. Like, hey, what's up? So anyway, falling wedge, right? So that broke to the upside, right? Rising wedges break to the downside. We know that 68% of the time. Bitcoin up here was in a rising wedge. What happened to Bitcoin? It dumped. So, trading is not that hard. It's really like everyone else makes it hard. You know what I'm saying? And could this be a fractal of that? And this is possibly showing fractal natures here. We could take a fractal here and just see what it looks like. And it is scary. I'll be honest. Like, they got you fudded out right now. They got us all fudded out. Because you're sitting there, you're like, could this be a bear market? And it could be. I don't know why that just happened, but hold on. I'm going to take what's called a bars pattern of this same kind of zone here. And we're going to go over the bearish and the bullish case right now for Bitcoin. All right, we're going to break it down for you, what I see, so we can be logical about it all, right? Why you gotta be so... Reminds me of that song. So there's kind of the fractal that we're seeing here. Right there. And then even more of a drop to the downside. I should take the whole fractal. And that's really what we could see here, right? And then just to continue to the downside. I mean, we gotta break this trend line here. This is now going to be a resistance trend line, okay? That Bitcoin keeps bumping into. So right off the bat, or could some say that we did break it here and we're retesting it? This is interesting. It's a concept. There's a theory right here that was the angle, even right here like that. These are kind of similar to what are called spider lines. If you ever heard of spider lines, they're long angled support and resistance from far, far, far back. Like you could take spider lines from here. Like that's a spider line because it's testing this back area here, you know, and you could even go even further back and you'll find it's testing some area back here as well. Right? And all right. Pericle said, what you leave behind is not what is engraved in stone monuments, but what is woven in the lives of others. Thank you for your teachings, Lifer. Felipe, $5. Thank you so much, Felipe. You're the man, dude. Much respect to you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you so much on a Friday. Thank you for coming on into the live. 119 people watching, 85 likes. It would be nice to get the likes up to the watchers, even though I said I wouldn't do it. It would be nice if you just did your part. As I showed up every day, all you have to do is show up every day and hit that like button. Again, there may be people that have never seen me before. I have no idea who's watching. Pugly Glit. Gotta stay positive and send out positive energy, and good things will happen at all times. Best voice in the game, Daniel Rajbuch, 33. Shout out to Daniel Rajbuch. How is it to hear your voice hear your name with my voice too? Daniel Rajbuch. Am I saying it right too? Rajbuch? Rajbuch. R just had a retest on the RSI. Ah, so sweet, Felipe. Send some love, people. Shout out to the 199 from Rodney Robinson. Much respect to my buddy, Rodney. Thank you so much for the 199 super chat. And just constantly supporting the crypto lifer. So are we headed into bearish times? And that's the question that everybody wants to know. Are we headed into bearish times? Or are we going down, down, down? Or are we just kind of retracing for a massive move to the upside? All right. That's what everybody wants to know. All right. And that's what we're going to figure out right now. We're going to spend about 15 minutes on Bitcoin. Then we're going to get into all your super chats and all the fun. We're going to go look at Bitcoin dominance, total too. So we're going to spend about 20 minutes looking at the market the way I need to look at it. All right. And then we can go and commence into the altcoin frenzy. That is the altcoin, search and the super chats and all the fun. Good karma, Lifer. Truly help your Lifer fam and Lifer. Thank you for the 96 likes, fam. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So they did listen. Okay, so look. Shoulder. Head and shoulder. If you missed something, go back and find out what we missed. It's good as a group for us to do this. Then we can learn more for next time. There was an inverted head, and that has a measured move to the downside. So in all seriousness, this doesn't it doesn't bode well right now. Now, this could be negated. I've seen it get negated, so it's possible, but we just have to put that out there, okay? Measured move is also right here at about 37,900, 38,000 even 37,800 is the measured move of this falling wedge, okay? As it's falling out of another falling wedge that did recover, though, which is rare. I haven't seen that as much, but we'll see. We did get a bearish retest of this support. So this was support, bearish retest of that support. We needed to get above, the 53,000. Boom. Then we had a bearish retest of 48,790. And then last night, of course, the bearish retest here at 45,000. And I said, that's our next big deal. Like, we got to break above 45K, right? Resistance right there. Break above that resistance. So what has to hold? Well, we look at it. Levels to watch for Bitcoin. Now, it is again doing the same thing it did here. Fell out, made a falling wedge. Kind of fell out, falling. It is in a falling wedge now. Remember, a falling wedge does have a 68% chance of a break to the downside. All right, which we've gone over. Okay, so remember that. Now, where's the 1 hour? That's what we want to see. And it's oversold. Highly likely we get a bounce to the upside. We go over this. And now it's back to chop. It's back to trading the chop. This is when I trade chop. And Bitcoin's in chop again. Just up and down chop. This is when I just long up, short down, long up like we shorted last night. You can long back in the morning. And as you be, and this actually makes you the best trader. These types of times will make you the best trader because you'll learn how to pattern trade. And pattern trading, I believe, truly makes people the best types of traders because you learn how to short, you learn how to long. You basically gain all the skills you need to be able to trade long term, like throughout a bear or a bull market in the chop. So the chop will help you, right? Again, we do have strong bullish divergence here. 9 out of 10 times, that does tell me that's the bottom, right? That's going to be your bottom, right? Not guaranteed, but 90% of the time, that's going to be a bottom. So does Bitcoin come back up here, break on out, and never come back into these areas? Highly, it's possible. Anything is possible. We'll see now. So the 1 hour is bullish. So it says that for the rest of the day, for Friday into Friday afternoon, we should see a bust up in altcoins. A big move in alts. They should get a little bit of a push up. Small relief rally for the afternoon. That's all, though. Don't get too excited because that 4 hour. So this is what I predict. Project. The 1 hour will come up on the stochastic RSI. And this has been a deadly accurate indicator that I've been using for years now, and it has never let me down. It takes a while to figure out kind of how to work it because you don't know double bottom. Like, you don't know exactly. You kind of have to work with it for years, and I shouldn't say years, but it does take years to get very skilled at trading. It takes a few months to get good at technical analysis. It takes years to become skilled. Because the skill comes from knowing the market structure and knowing from watching things occur, from seeing things that you never thought would happen right in front of your eye, like the dump last, just like, boom, you're just sitting there in shock, and after a long time of seeing the same types of what used to be crazy moves to you, just kind of sit tight and you're like, all right, it is what it is, right? Okay, so Bitcoin bouncing hard off of 40,080. Again, does not want to break 40K for whatever reason. Got to as low as 37,700 yesterday. That was it on a wick. The bullish divergence saved us. We bounced back up to the upside. Let's see if we have bullish divergence on a smaller time frame, shall we? And we do. This is called, or similar to what's called exaggerated bullish divergence. It's flat or it's moving to the up slightly, but this is moving far harder to the upside. These will diverge. If you push this up and you push that up, they will hit each other somewhere here. Divergence occurs. It's class C divergence because the angle isn't perfect, but it's divergence nonetheless. So there's your bounce off the bottom trend line. And there you have it. Can you break back in? Can this V-shape recover for a giant inverted head and shoulder? That's also a possibility. And remember, the bigger the head, pause, the bigger the push to the upside. Pause. So look at this. Swing down and swing down here. Swing up to swing up. We're building a story here. And this could be a possible, we're just projecting into the future. Is this something that's going to occur for BTC? Are we going to see something of this nature? No telling, it's not guaranteed. I love to project and see if my projections play out. Okay? Kind of gives us at least a storyline that we can follow. That 1 hour is oversold and wants to break up to the upside even more, even after two big candles. So pretty good sign for Bitcoin just for a recovery here that it could get back up to this level. Levels to watch for Bitcoin now are the resistance line of that previous half a neck, that neck kind of neckline right there. Shoulder, head, neck. We got to break above this line. So 42,500 is really resistance, 42,006. We get above there. Our next big resistance there is 43,000, right? 43K. It's just like the levels, 43, 44, and 45. It's like these even Steven levels here. So can Bitcoin break back above 42,500 and stay above? 146 watch your pump. Just one click and you enter. Truly helps your life or community. Thank you. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you coming on in. Hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps the algorithm pump us up. Helps more people find. No BS. Learning a lot right now. Thank you. Shout out to Justin on the 199. Appreciate you. That's the point. You're supposed to be learning from this channel. I almost lost my life numerous times. Fell through a glass door, got a huge scar on my main artery, bleeding out the face. So I know how precious time is. That's the point of the story, not to gross you out. So if you come to my live stream, I don't want you wasting time. I don't want you running on a bunch of live streams and listening to a bunch of guys talk about their freaking Shiba Inu dog while they try to sell you a bunch of nonsense. Even though I love Voscoin. But the whole thing about it is I'm trying to teach you, you only have limited time every single day. So I want you to spend your time learning something while you're here. Okay, so highly likely Bitcoin just bounces up to the upside, but we're only going to get to where the stochastics get high. So you could put an alert. So if I did enter a trade right now, which I'm not personally, but if I did, I'd put an alert up here and wait for it to hit. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do on this channel is financial advice. Please make sure you read the disclaimer below, right? Pretty obvious, but we should probably say it anyway. There's absolutely no confusion. The material in this video program and publications is provided for informational purposes only. It's not investment advice. The information in Crypto Lifer has been obtained from sources believed to be reliable. But Crypto Lifer and its contributors, distributors, publishers, licensors, and respective employees, contractors, agents, suppliers, vendors, collectively affiliated parties, make no representation or warranty as to the accuracy, timeliness, or completeness of the content in Crypto Lifer. Any data included in Crypto Lifer are illustrative only and not for investment purposes only. Any opinion or recommendation expressed in the Crypto Lifer is subject to change without notice. Crypto Lifer does not recommend explicitly nor implicitly nor suggest, recommend, or in any investment strategy. Remote Chief Inc. is an affiliated parties disclaim all liability for any loss that may arise, which direct or indirect, consequential, incidental, punitive, or otherwise from any use of information in Crypto Lifer, Remote Chief Inc. and its affiliated parties do not have regard to any individuals, group, or individuals or entities specific to investment objectives, financial situation, or circumstance. You should seek expert financial and other advice regarding the appropriateness of the material discussed or recommend in Crypto Lifer. Should note that the investment values may fall. You may receive less back than originally invested, and past performance is not necessarily reflected of future performance. All right. This is not financial advice. All right. Anyway, so moving forward. So Bitcoin booming up to the upside here on the 1 hour suggests that Bitcoin does pump up to the upside. A double bottom on the stochastics in the 1 hour. You can back test that. And that's the same thing. Let's go back to what we said before. When the 1 hour is low, what happens? Right there, we got a nice little pump. Not huge, but we got a bit of a pump, right? Especially on a wick. If you took the wick in 40,000 all the way back to 43.65, that's a beautiful pump. Almost a 10% pump. For Bitcoin, that's enormous. The phrases DYOR and NFA need to be flushed out of crypto. The fact anyone has to even say it blows my mind. You don't care enough, Preston Collins. Yeah. So look, so there, 1 hour is to the downside here. A nice pump. 1 hour is to the downside here. Just a little pump, but we got a pump, right? And so every single time the 1 hour has been pretty low, you can see this was a huge pump. 1 out of 10 of them is actually pretty good. So if you just keep showing up on low stochastics in the 1 hour, what it says here is that you'll highly have a higher probability of winning your trades. That's what it says. That's what the stochastics are telling us. You backtest it for yourself. You tell me what you find. And, I do all my own research. I figure out all my own information. I don't wait on anyone else to figure out what I need to know. Sam, your boy Crypto Love shilled Opium for good reasons today. Love your channel. Yeah, we're going to talk about Opium. I really like it. He's on point. He knows what he's talking about. And so I like Opium as well. That was supposed to be my super chat. Larry, $4.99. Let's blow up super chats. Let's blow up the super chats B today to see if the channel blows up like it did a few days ago. And it's Friday, so let's get the weekend started. Let's go with the $4.99 from Larry Parmley. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chats, man. You're the man, dude. And thank you for trying to get a super chat train running. No BS, learning a lot right now. And Justin came to this channel because someone hit the like button. Justin's learning a lot right now because someone helped the algorithm find people that need help learning about technical analysis. So if you can run that super chat train with Larry Parmley, yes, it does help me, it pays me, but who cares? I'll die tomorrow, and my money, it goes to my kids, right? So if you want to help out Summer, my wife, who doesn't work, fine. It is what it is, right? I did lose my job in the pandemic, right? I was someone who did lose my job in the pandemic. I worked for David Letterman, and he wasn't going to interview a large group of people anymore. And there it is. There was my job. Gone. Poof. All right. Tenacious Tim coming through the door in the dusty range. Once again, appreciate your research. Monies. Shout out to Jin Huai. Thanks, love learning. Love your channel. Izu baby, we love you. Can you give your take on BPLC? We'll take a look at it. We got to finish, though. We're getting through some brass tacks information here about Bitcoin. Okay, moving forward. 159 people watching, 123 likes. Thank you so much. Jump on and hit those likes and help people like Justin say things like this. No BS, learning a lot right now. If you hit the like button, you help people like Justin. So take my ego away. Take whatever you think about me away in my channel. And realize that you're part of a bigger, universal, connective, quantum theory area here. You're a quantum. You're a spiritual being. Bless that like button for people like Justin and for people that want to learn. Justin Keller for the super chat train coming on in for the $4.99. Much respect to Justin. I've seen you, man, for a long time on my channel. Thank you so much. I'm going to tell him come hit the like. Shout out to Shelby J. Shout out to Will Rojo. Love Learning. Tenacious Tim. Jen Howe. Bitcoin Big Down. Shout out to The Money's Coming. Okay, so here we are with Bitcoin. It made a beautiful big recovery back up to 43,000. Now, look, it does have some support. What we want to see is we want to see a bounce off of 42K. If we can bounce off 42K, we can start an uptrend, right? We're always trying to dig our way out. Sad, we made higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, downtrend, right? So here, if you were in the Patreon, I just want to prove that we do know what we're talking about. It's nice to show the facts. Take a look at this Bitcoin down here. So I was taking a look at Bitcoin down. And I suggested it was a trade. Where's my Bitcoin down trade? No, it's not there. It's like, hold up. Anyway, last night I made a video call and we talked about it, and I made a cup and handle for Bitcoin down. Let's take a look at it. Now I look like a freaking... I can't... Anyway. Just keep showing up and you're going to see that I know what I'm talking about. So look, we made a cup and handle for Bitcoin down, right? I mean, the measured move is all the way up there. 70% gains, possibly, for Bitcoin down. That could be a massive dump for Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin down has to come down on the 1 hour, right? So you're like, okay, that's where you take profits. That was really where the target should have been, really. I mean, that's a big target, but I always take profits at the previous resistance point. And we got pretty close to it. You don't get greedy. Snap, not being greedy is a very important part of life, right? Okay, moving forward. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. So what I see happening, this coming down now is the 15-minute oversold. You could get a bit of a bounce. It is. So you can see a bit of a bounce here. So it's telling you that Bitcoin might have a little more downside right now. So you're watching this falling wedge. Can it break up to the upside? Highly likely that it will based on the stochastics. The stochastics are deadly accurate, I'm telling you right now. If you don't believe me, you'll figure it out to be true on your own. On your own. Newbies get faked out by the squigglies. They but if you just go by the overall probability over and over again, that's how you gain an edge throwing a football. That's how you gain an edge in anything in life. Doing the same thing over and over again till you gain an edge. Yeah. Okay, learn your divergences, people. I bought Cody today using it at 47. It's up. I couldn't believe it. Sam is the man. Shout out to Chelsea. Hey, appreciate you, Chelsea. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate you for saying that. Good looks, Daniel. Just sent you ETH. 15 Aussie. You just sent me ETH? Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Let's see what's going on here in the chats. Super chat train. Blessed birthday to Mr. Bart Smurfington. Happy birthday to my man, dude. One of the hardest working people in my group. Shout out to Mr. Smurfington, man. You deserve a beautiful birthday, man. Hustling the cars, hustling your life, doing your thing. I can't wait to come meet you one day. Come out and kick it with you. I know we would have a blast the entire time. I can't listen to anything he is saying because Bitcoin is going down today. What a weird person, right? Can you compare the peaks and the dips according to the moon cycles? We'll take a look at that. We did that a little bit. We've done that before, though. Send in a super chat if you want me to dance, all right? If you want me to dance to your tune, send me a super chat, please. Because I got my whole show we're trying to get through here, all right? So Bitcoin down looks like it's got legs more to go to the upside. You know, if you have to play the 50-minute, which is deadly accurate. Again, not financial advice. Just going off what the stochastics are telling us. I'm just giving you it's like a meteorologist. I'm showing you what the weather says is going down. Bitcoin down, baby. Bitcoin down. Sad to say, shorting BTC on the day. Not my favorite thing to do at all, by any means. Dirty Harry. Lifer, need your expert TA on deciding to go with fish or brisket tacos for lunch. Keep up the best TA in all the crypto space. Many thanks. Shout out to Dirty Harry. I know, right? I love how you just did that, right? Because it makes it so, like, you know, arbitrary for whoever's trying to fish around. Lifer, need your experience TA on deciding to go with fish or brisket tacos for lunch. I'd go with the brisket, man, today. It's a Friday. Or a fish, you know, remember the Christians used to eat fish? We used to eat fish on every Friday, right, as a Catholic family during Lent. You ate fish on Friday. You weren't supposed to eat meat at all, but we would just eat fish on Friday as a Catholic thing. It's just a month later, and the Patreon group taught me how to play the Stokes. And although I'm still a novice, I still make profits on the red days. Shout out to Marin C. Making profits on the red days. And he's a newbie in a month, man. Watching the channel. Oh, my God, you guys are amazing. Shout out to Gina Babina. Thanks for the love, y'all. Shout out to Mr. Smurvington. Happy mother and birthday, baby. Hey, Papa Coke. Papa Cork for the kiddo. Shout out to the kid. 21 again. Mr. Smurvington. Doing his thing. Thank you for all you do for the channel. Thank you for all you do for the people out here. Thank you for coming in every single day. I know some days this guy gets off a night shift, and then he watches the live stream. He puts in a lot of work. He puts in a lot of effort, and he grinds it. He grinds it. He grinds it. He grinds it. Shout out to my man, Mr. Smurvington. I appreciate you more than you would ever know. You're the man, dude. Okay. Fake China FUD. Let's get into the fake China FUD. Why did the market dump? What's going on? What do I mean by fake China FUD? Well, I'll show you. I mean, this news came out weeks ago. You know. So, look, fake China PE funds out trapped. Like, no more fake Fidelity, bogus buffet, China bars, whatever, you know. Look at all this. Fake till you make it. Chinese funds adopt Bitcoin dollar. Like, they just lie. Look, clamps down on fund manager. This is just, they've been doing fake FUD for China for a long time. For a long time. I'm telling you right now. But everyone will read it and they'll be like, oh my God, you know, how a fake network pushes pro-Chinese propaganda. You see what I'm saying? And guys, we've already seen this in every other part of society. Of course, it's going to infiltrate cryptocurrency with all the money involved, all the people. That beat is hard. Thank you for saying that. Circulating. Yeah, I'm down for it. Got 3K US in BTC. The money's coming. QRDO on KuCoin has 1 million circulation supply. That's pretty interesting. We'll take a look at QRDO for sure. And look, you gave us X Hunter yesterday. X Hunter banging up 48% now and continuing to go up to the upside. We went over X Hunter yesterday. If you're on the channel, maybe even 2 days ago. If you're on the channel, we wrote it down. Looking for NFT gaming coins that really should have its own. And I really like the CEO. I liked what he was doing. He was interesting. He came on his own video, and he talked about his own. You know, he was just awesome. I haven't seen a really energetic, even the guy who can get on camera and really just kind of push his idea. So shout out to the CEO of X Hunter. You know. Some people said, yeah, but they have nothing going on yet. And I get it. It's all speculation. But $4 million market cap. This thing's just getting started. Look, it's getting bought up like a banshee. Look at that. Unbelievable. And so, yeah, we were looking at it probably somewhere around here. Around, 370? Let's see what it did. About 40% gains in the last day. 60% gains. When the rest of the market's red, I mean, not too bad. So we went over this yesterday or the day before. I can't remember exactly. I do have it written down here in my notebook. X Hunter. So yeah, X Hunter, $4 million market cap. And remember, we're still very early. If this does turn into a bear market, which is possible, I want everyone to know that. I want to look everyone in the face right now and say, I don't know. There's a chance this does turn into a nasty bear market, all right? We get a stock market crash, and there's a chance that's possible. You have to be ready for that, right? No YouTuber, no channel. You can't blame anybody else, right? It is what it is. These are possibilities, all right? We're getting mentions of the great TA from Crypto Lifer on Crypto Down Under Share. The love. Cross-promoted on the Lifeblood of Success. Much love. Thanks for the great TA. Shout out to Captain Kronos. Appreciate that. Wow, Crypto Down Under talking about me over there? Appreciate that, man. Looks like they're sending a wave over here. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. 178 people watching, 143 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? So I'm open-minded to believe. Man, come on. So many years with slapstick Letterman, ex-Hunter CEOs look gangster. Just another scammer. If you're using Alarma, then Uniswap wouldn't not BSC scam. Been shilling in Aussie crypto groups when they ask for TA on YouTube crypto people to follow. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just my opinion. Okay, so, and I'm not saying we're in a bear. I'm still open-minded to anything is possible here in cryptocurrency. All right. I got a bunch of different ideas too. Today's a day where I spent some time on Bitcoin. All right. I have different charts, different thoughts. The 1 hour looks bullish to me. So it says Bitcoin's going to pump off of 42,300. Highly likely to get back to 43K in the next few hours. That's what I see happening, okay? All right? That's what the stochastics RSI are telling me are going to happen based on the probability of all the times that I've backtested them. So I have years of backtesting these things. So that's kind of how I base my truth, right? So another theory that I made here was this, and I drew this even like a couple weeks ago. Started drawing it at least. Is that we're making a giant bull pennant and we're going to come back down here and test. Maybe we test a little higher. It would be nicer if we test like a level here. And we're not far from that test right now. This is also highly likely, and this would be beautiful, right? A beautiful bull pennant. And we test 34K one more time and bounce to the upside. So this is possible as well. I also have it in a cup and handle. And I'm saying that the handle isn't full yet. The handle has to complete itself a little further down here. Right? So this handle has to come down. All right. So these are my ideas. We are touching the 200-day moving average. It's a good sign. We stayed above it right now. That's a good sign on the daily. We can stay above that. That's a good sign. So there's some bullishness here. Another thing that I'm talking about that no one else is, and I love it, is swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down. Hidden bullish divergence tells us that the trend will continue to the upside. So not to fear the divergence is here. And I'm a divergence trader that's exact. At the end of the day, when everything else is in and out, I trade on divergence. I go by the divergence. Okay? You saw bearish divergence here. We dumped. Swing up to swing up. On the daily, swing down to swing down here. Look at that. That's bearish div. Those angles do not go the same. Dump city. Right? Then you wait for the bullish divvy, which right now you have on the stochastics RSI. You don't really have it on the RSI, and I really don't trust the stochastics with my divergences. I only really go with them on the RSI. Let's see if we can see it on a smaller time frame. Starting off there. See how each time the 6 hour there, and then the 4 hour, it's getting closer and closer. What do I mean? Well, it's this swing down to swing down theory here, and this swing up to swing up usually represents a bottom. This swings down, but the angle is not as sharp, and that means it's like Class C divergence. We're starting to see a little bit of divergence here on the 2 hour, slightly now. It is slight divergence, and we bounced off of it. Now we're bouncing here again. So, the 1 hour is bullish for Bitcoin. The 4 hour needs to reset. Once the 4 hour resets, though, it looks like it's going to be pretty good because the daily's in our favor to blast to the upside. And we're in a falling wedge that breaks that up 68% of the time. So, my bullish case for Bitcoin is we just fill this wedge out a little more as the 4 hour fills out. I put an alert down here on the 4 hour, and I wait for the 4 hour to reset. When the 4 hour resets, I'll take a look at the 1 hour and see where we're at. If the 1 hour reset, and then I'll put an alert. If the 1 hour is high, I'll put an alert. When a 1 hour resets, I'll take a look at the 15-minute and I'll enter the trade. Therefore, I will enter the 4 hour trade using the 1 hour and the 15-minute in conjunction with each other and the stochastics RSI. That's called a sniper school move, and I only enter trades as I have it planned out for a few hours before. So I'm planning out this trade to possibly break out like this. I'm projecting into the future at all times. That's how you change your life. You have to project into the future. Are we making an inverted head and shoulder here? This is possible because highly likely to get a bounce off the 15-minute. And there we have it. So as ugly as they are, the structure could be there. So we can come up here, bounce one more time, and then make our escape out of this falling wedge, right? So all eyes on this area. All eyes on 40K, right? 40K obviously has to hold for this whole hypothesis to occur. And for, but granted, we could get as low here as maybe, even this support region here, this little mini support. I could see us going back to 38,500. My line in the sand, 37,000. That's it. We break 37,000. I think it's highly likely we come back down and test 29K. Because there's a pretty big gap there. Even though there is some chop, there's a gap there. We do got a level in the middle we could wait for. So this is my idea for Bitcoin. I'm going to wait for this 4 hour to play out. If the 4 hour plays out and we can stay above certain levels of support and resistance, we can remain bullish and dig our way out of this hole. We really can. Another thing, this is kind of flaggy, with a bit of a bullish measured move here. It's also the cup and handle. That will get us to 67K and dig us out of this hole. And then October is notorious for a big move for Bitcoin as well. September is notorious for a struggle. We got it. We got the struggle all September. Exactly what we were supposed to get. September is notoriously known for being one of the toughest months for Bitcoin in its history. So, not a coincidence. Ready to rock. I think I got a chart on it too. Let me show you the data. Let me dig up the data for my lifers. All right. Let me dig up the data. If I can remember exactly what the chart looked like here. Now I'm wasting time. Sorry, I don't want to do that. So if I can't find it in a second, I'll move on. Yeah, I don't have it. Had an awesome table that I posted for the lifers. Bitcoin monthly, ups and downs through the month of Bitcoin. Could probably Google that. If anyone has a link to something like that, let me know. You could DM me as well. And then let me show you the strong coins. I hold a lot of coins on KuCoin because I held KuCoin shares for years and I was able to accumulate a lot of coins. Now, on top of that, so let me show you what's hot today because there's a lot of coins that are hot right now. Phantasma up 49%. This keeps growing. Sol, I was looking at this months ago. Kind of came on my radar. Not to be confused with SOL, Sol. Ren up 22%. Hard up. Cody up. Bitcoin down up, sad to say, right? Hero Coin, CVC up a little bit. Syscoin, Cello, Share Token, Mask up a little bit. Bucks Token, Waves, HPB. Remember we were talking about HPB, PPT, right? Axie Infinity, Fear. And so these are the coins that are holding. And then you can see what's down today. Fetch AI, Reserve Rights, Strong Blocks, Utrust, Cardano, Frax, Quant, Forest, AdBank, Expertise Wisdom Token. Interesting, right? WISE, WIS. Probably never even heard of that. KuCoin shares down, right? And what's down the worst? Not too bad. Ardor, Shiba Uno. Okay. Injected Protocol, Ambrosius, Telcoin. All right. Subnautic Trader. I bought Sol this morning, ironically at 6666. This one trade I refuse to break even on, as that would mean selling my soul at 666. That's so funny, man. I love that. That's pure awesomeness. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here on the live. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. All right. Okay, cool. So, Bitcoin USDT. These are the projections that I've given you. All right. Remember, the daily, you got to look at the bigger time frames. The daily's in our favor. So the daily does want to move up to the upside. But look, the last few pumps in the daily didn't give us much. But even here, we moved to the upside as the daily kind of corralled down. As long as we don't make a lower low than this low here at about 36,000, I'm also happy. All we have to do is make a higher low than that, and this uptrend is still intact. You see this? We just need to make even a higher low than this low, which we should be so happy with, right? So can Bitcoin stay in this bigger channel, which isn't another rising wedge which could break to the downside again, but which we've been seeing. But can Bitcoin stay in this channel? All right. Another thing I don't like to see is rounded tops. And Bitcoin is forming a rounded top. So a lot of mixed signals. You can see some days I just open up Bitcoin and I'm like, oh, we're going to go up from, it looks like we're going up for the day. And it's easy. Today's another one of those indecisive days. The 1 hour will give you some pump. But how much and how much love? You know what I'm saying? And now look, the 15-minute is high and coming to the downside. So when the 15-minute is high, we have to come back down too as well. So now you can bet your bottom dollar. It's going to be a little bit of a push in BTC down. A little bit more of a push in BTC down. Let's hope that Bitcoin cannot. So what you're looking for now is for Bitcoin to test this level and not break it. 41,600. So come on down. Stochastics are going to come down. Can you come down and test 46,000 without breaking? And what I do is I have all these alerts and things going on. And throughout the day, I keep everyone in the Patreon alerted to what's happening with Bitcoin. And that's why I believe the Patreon is really worth it, because you get constant weather updates, basically, on what's going on in BTC. Thank you so much for the tea. Is that the green tea now?
It's hot, yes.
Ooh, from like a special, we ordered like special green tea. Start drinking green tea every day, man. Guys in Japan, they smoke cigarettes every day. And they drink green tea. They have a way lower cancer rate, even though they smoke more cigarettes. It's quite interesting. You'd be surprised. Drinking green tea, I'm not telling anyone to smoke cigarettes. What a gross, disgusting habit. My parents both do it on and off. They don't do it as much, but they do it here and there. And then my twin sister smokes cigarettes. Her husband smokes cigarettes. Seeing my twin smoke cigarettes like destroys my heart, man, because she's my twin. She's my blood. Like we grew up in the womb together, Started smoking in high school a little bit with her friends, I guess. I don't know. Everyone has a bad habit. I'm not trying to say she's a wonderful person, so I'm not even. I love her to death. You know what I'm saying? And she doesn't smoke a lot. Like she smokes here and there, like social events and stuff. But it's I have I can't stand cigarettes. I hate them with a passion. SHR tries to get back in my accumulation zone there. Giant cup and handle for SHR. So either the market's faking us out, making all these cup and handies. Which is rare. I haven't seen that. Cup and handles, 90% of the time, we see big moves out of these cup and handles. And you can backtest everything I teach you. You can go over all this yourself and see if what I'm saying is plausible. You know what I'm saying? Pro Wrestler, LOL, doing crypto charts. That would be unique. What up with Umbrella Network? My G, you woke up shorted Luna down for a hundo, and Atom and Dot and Luna back up. Bitcoin rejected. I sold them for another 2, LOL. Needed after losing 10 G's this week. Out my 12 in trading account. You lost 10 grand out of 12,000? Are you serious? And you're in my trading group? What are you doing, man? Because you were trading leverage, weren't you? Just be honest. Did you lose 10 G's? Did you watch your account go down? And you're still holding long term in your spot trading? Or did you lose 10 grand because you were leverage trading? That's horrible, man. I feel bad, man. Don't leverage. Again, not financial advice. I don't leverage trade. Unity protocol flying even in this FUD. Unity, pretty interesting. How's the totals? We're going to take a look at everything now. She only smokes when she drinks. She only drinks now and then. Now and then when she's tired of being let down by men. That's funny. Unity protocol flying even in this FUD. Love learning. Thank you for a happy Friday. Okay. So what's green right now? Link down. YFI down. ETH down. BNB down. And we were looking at all the down tokens yesterday. We went over this, man. We went over this. I said pick a down token. Then it went down a little bit more and then went up again. But again, I'm not perfect. But pick a down token. And it just, I was waiting for that 4 hour to complete, and it said we were going to dump, right? The bear was extremely low here. Bear USDT was extremely low, right? So that's on FTX. You can just trade bear USDT and just short the market just buying bear. It's kind of nice. You can short the whole market just buy bear on FTX exchange. And all you had to do is buy the low stochastic. Look, inverted head and shoulder. It's the same thing. The same thing I teach on the other end. You just trade a bearish asset bullishly. Does everyone understand that? You can trade a bearish asset bullishly. Let me repeat that. You can trade a bearish asset bullishly. It's funny how the music would stop when I did that. Like, pop. Trading a bearish asset bullishly, okay? D-Row, big cup and handle. MACD turning on the 1 hour. That's Khan's work, my dude. Drinking and trading. That's nuts. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I went to bed drinking the night it dipped. I woke up, had opened leverage, and woke up, liquidated 10 G's. Wow, bro. That's why I don't drink alcohol, and that's why I tell everyone not to drink and trade. We go over it all the time. Again, not financial advice, but, you know, I talk about my own life and life ideas. There is good life advice out there. Good life advice is to not use alcohol for any reason. Alcohol is a waste of time, energy, money. Alcohol will destroy every one of your organs faster than anything else in the planet. It is the worst poison on earth. The fact that it gets pushed during every single game. Oh, I drink Bud Light. No football players drinking Bud Light before the game. Why are they advertising the things that none of the players are using during the game? I always found that strange. Soda, Doritos, right? Those players are eating the most organically fresh meat, like good lean food. They're sourcing fresh vegetables out of Whole Foods. You know those guys, even some other, they're getting gourmet chefs. Like these guys, they got their blood work going on. They know where their freaking oxygen levels are. They're using nitrogen to keep themselves, like they're at high octane, man. These guys are not eating the things that are being advertised during the game. That always blows my mind. So, and this is, someone say, well, he's not talking about trading again. No, I am, because trading is lifestyle. And having your lifestyle organized and proper is important. Being able to pay $99 a month to be in my group is a privilege. Not even for me, it's a privilege for you. It means you created your life in a way that you have $1,200, or if you pay for a year, it's $1,000. But that means you have $100 or $270 a day, which what it boils down to. $100 a month. You're worth $100 a month to help yourself stay educated, to stay around the right group of people, and to stay healthy and to be around a positive group of people. People pay $99 to go to the gym. Look at my trading group, similar to a gym. It's an area where we work your mind, where we exercise. We teach you how to stay positive no matter what's going on. We show you how the market ebbs and flows. We show you how to take advantage of a short situation, a long situation. No matter what happens in the market, we show you that there's an opportunity every single day in the market. You're the person that stops the opportunities in your life. You're the one who creates it or breaks it. It doesn't matter. Alcohol is never, in my humble opinion, going to help you get anywhere in life. If it did somehow have something to do with you meeting someone, fine. But you would have met someone else, or you would have found a different thing. Trust me, drugs and alcohol bring you nowhere in life. I just have to say that. Being clean and sober, drinking lemon water daily, doing meditation, working out, is the only way, in my humble opinion, to truly become a successful trader. I never would have become successful in trading if I continued to go down the road I was going down in life in my 20s. All right. I'm so sorry to hear this, Trent. We've preached about it many times. Yummy, Doritos are good, especially in the blue bag. That's not funny. That's not funny. She's going to get a talking to. You're going to get a talking to when this is done. I might have to put you on my knee and give you a spanking, Crypto Wifer. You are a great man, brother. Shout out to Minov Arya. Hex is pumping. Hex will continue to pump as well. MATIC, please. Okay. People my age partying, wasting pounds, and all in debt. Oh, yeah, of course. They love going to the bar and buying tons of drinks. Always. Thanks, boss. Shout out to Joseph Malaya. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So, look, bear was just like BTC down. So use bear and BTC down whenever you think the market's not looking right. If you can draw a bullish pattern whenever you feel the market's not looking right, whenever you can see it, if you can draw a bullish pattern on a bearish, and look, it's already starting to pump from the idea there, but if you can draw a bullish pattern on one of these bearish instruments or, assets, then you're already kind of re-justifying the idea that Bitcoin's probably going to come down to the downside. Okay. 100% agree. I live with the same lifestyle for my poker game. There you go. Since I started the crypto world, I haven't had time to drink. There you go. That's another thing, man. My group will get you away from people that are negative in your life. I wish my group was real. Soon, I'm going to create a virtual reality room. That's going to happen. So you're going to be able to come and hang out in VR. I'm going to figure out how to do it probably in the next month. I can't use Bitcoin down anymore. Binance blocked Aussies from leverage or anything that isn't a crypto. So head on over to KuCoin and use BTC3S. And there you go. We have a solution for you at all times. Huobi also has one. But BTC3S on KuCoin. And that's how you short Bitcoin as well. Same exact chart, same exact thing going on. Very similar idea here. Okay. I'll redraw it for you here to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Same chart, same cup and handle as we saw on Bear. When in doubt, figure it out. That's my plan. Never stay stagnant. Never stay still. Always keep moving. Always bop and weave. Always have an idea. Always write something down. Put pressure on yourself. Sometimes it's okay because that will force you to come up with a good idea. Know when to be, then meditate for relaxation. But by all means, don't take it easy every single day of the week. Definitely have to fight for what is yours. Okay? Our Fox Labs, we were looking at that a long time ago. Y'all see Snoop on Sand Metaverse? Lowriders and everything? Are you serious? No. Happy Friday, Lifer. Hope all is well with you and your family. Shout out to JB for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Dan M said you can use 3x short tokens on KuCoin. Target hit lost 300K since last night. Target hit lost 300K since last night. He is closing them finally. He was short because the pump got hit now. His longs destroyed. See, man? One day we will look back and understand that we have had the opportunity to walk next to one of the greatest for $99 a month. Shout out to Caloronster, man. I appreciate you, man. I don't even deserve such words like that. I really don't. Guys, buy the dip. Show the governments that they cannot play with the financial freedom. Check MATIC daily, please. We'll take a look at MATIC on the daily. First, I want to look at total too. I want to see what levels are holding. We held above 2 trillion yesterday. Things were looking okay. We're going to look at total right now. The entire crypto market cap. What's happening with crypto? The entire crypto market cap. All right. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. 207 people watching, 180 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it, please. If you're on your car, drive over. If you're listening, stop listening, look at the phone, hit the like. If you're watching on the phone and you see the comments, flip the comments away, hit the like button. Please help me out. I'd greatly appreciate it. I show up every single day. All you got to do is hit the like button, and then we can kind of meet side to side and both say, hey, we both did something for each other, didn't we? I'd greatly appreciate it if you did that. You ever see the movie Do the Right Thing? Yeah. Watch the movie, Do the Right Thing, all right? And then come here and do the right thing, all right? Don't be lame, all right? Lame people are people that don't give back, all right? If you're watching this channel, it means you're gaining education. It means you like what's going on. It means you're learning. It means you're around the energy. Hit the like button. Help someone else find. Don't be greedy. Don't keep this channel to yourself. Help someone else find this channel, all right? That's another thing. Hit the like button. Don't be greedy. That's my new saying. Save crypto and hit the like button, right? So, nasty dump for Bitcoin, but it looked like China FUD as well. So, could it have been, so we didn't get into the China FUD. Hold on. It was China FUD. China spews an article from basically weeks beforehand. All right? Here you go. This is good Twitter. Molly, Big Magic Dow. If you saw any Chinese regulatory FUD again, that's the announcement was posted on September 3rd. Don't fall for it by Tenpay. So this was old news that got reposted almost a month later. Why? Who knows why? Because China just printed a $19 billion bailout, didn't they? What do you think the company's going to do with some of that money? Buy Bitcoin. Am I right or wrong? So, thank you. Yeah, here's the first record where China banned Bitcoin. It was in 236 BCE, before Christ here, during the Ming Dynasty. That's how ridiculous this is. This is Snoop Dogg. Let's take a look at the Snoop Dogg here on SANDBOX. This is a pretty big deal too as well. I am entertaining the metaverse with the SANDBOX game. This is pretty outrageous.
NFT, never forget to pass it. Quickest way to get your motherfucking ass kicked. Smoking big while I'm bouncing in the classic. No cap, I don't even gotta get.
Wait, I can make a world like this? How much does it cost? Like, I'm going to start diving into the metaverse, man. This is crazy. I'm diving in.
Snoop D.O. Dub. NFT. Never forget to pass it. Quickest way to get your ass kicked. Oh yeah, this is another classic. Now right on. Right on.
Yo, that's crazy. This is hot. Yo, this is hot. Like, he got apes in the wall. You seen the apes on the wall? Mad expensive apes on the wall. Wow. SANDBOX. We knew Sand was going to be big. I bought Sand at 4 cents. I always remember that. Sand was going to be big, man. Sand was one of my favorite projects at the very beginning. The whole look of it, everything. Recent tweet from Jacob Canfield. Justin, stop sleeping with their wives. You're too horny for us to make any money. Get a hobby like gardening or something. So someone Justin's son, right? Yeah. That's what it is. Justin's son keeps pissing off the Chinese. Misty's wallets got filled on ETH on FTX official. My initial scan this morning. Some decent size filled on Bitfinex as well. Most of the trailing asks that were holding price down got pulled, so this may be a temp bottom. Let's see how stocks open in an hour. I heard China is banning Bitcoin to use Litecoin instead. Same sources told me Walmart was partnering with them, so you know they're legit, right? I was going to long. I'd do so at 38,000 for Bitcoin, at 2,500 for Ethereum. The only levels with serious vid support that I can see. Long around here is high risk, but maybe worth the risk reward if stocks open green. Spot long, but not leveraged yet. You know, long with leverage, currently spot long, and good with that. See, there you go. What happened, currently spot long. I'm also currently spot long as well. What happened? China updated their website to reflect the already existing policy on banning Bitcoin mining for the 17th time. What? CT here, sell all your altcoins for a massive loss that I just bought at the top because it's all going to zero. Right? So anyway, we figured out what's going down. We weren't faked out by the market. Like, we knew what was going on. A lot of the other people out here in the game had no clue, though, and which is sad because, that's manipulation. Like, that's how people are getting manipulated in the game, and that's not how people should be treated. Bro, you are so funny. I love this vibe. Shout out to Justin Keller. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. Thank you for being here, a part of the live stream. Enjoying the dump, guys, all the time. Shout out to Pump Vader. Is this the same SANDBOX non-blockchain game the devs use? Yeah. Yes. Hey, brother, I would love your insight on IOI. IOI is cool, right? It came out small. I'm not 100% into it. I looked at it when it first came out. I never really ended up buying any. I just went over it. They never gave me anything. I don't know any of the devs. I know nothing about the project. I made a video about it. Not that I don't know anything. I made a video about the project when it first came out. Is the dump over, fam? What's up with? No, I don't think the dump is over because the 4 hour is not done yet. The 4 hour isn't done yet. It looks like I lost a window with a bunch of stuff I was doing. So we're gonna have to bring back the music. All right, and get it coming on now. They got hi-fi. They got house. Their house isn't that good, though. I've played the house. It's like, eh. And look, X Hunter just keeps going up 61% now. One of the biggest gainers. You got Block, Pearl, Blizzard. These are all those tiny little biggest gainers. All right. This ain't bad, I guess. It's all right for now. And I lost my charts, too, as well. And I'm honing in on GALA. Like, GALA's, like, I like to focus. Bought some more AMP and Alchemy Pay while it dipped. Got a few Atom at 38 for the long term. But trading, I'm on the side till I see directions. Yep. I want your thoughts. MATIC Daily, please. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I like to dance through the bear market. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're here with the Crypto Lifer. This is a different live stream than anything you've ever seen on cryptocurrency. I'm not like these other guys you see in crypto. I'm trying to give you guys a vibe. We're also like, we're creating a life coaching type of vibe here, a positive type of vibe here, a vibe where it's like, keep yourself positive at all times type of vibe at all time, So on the daily, we're extremely oversold. Oh, no, wait. On the daily, we're extremely we're oversold, pumping to the upside. We got a nice pump up, break back down. I mean, it's not the best. Bro, how do you even have a dislike on this channel? I've been watching every day for a little bit now. And you are the same honest kind of funny guy every day. Like, some people are salty as F. Shout out to Tokyo Sexwell. Oh, yeah, it is what it is, man. And you know what? I don't even think about it anymore. It's all a frequency thing. People with low frequency are low frequency. It is what it is. You can't change the frequency unless you put your finger on the dial. I have been feeling a block lately for some reason. Not sure what it is, but I've been feeling this weird block. This could be making a crazy inverted head and shoulder. One that's just really weird. That's strange, though. I'm going on a limb right there, but it's possible. Looks a lot more like it on the 4 hour, right? See? Looks more plausible, doesn't it now? So, yeah, we could be making a right shoulder. MATIC just needs to hold 110. Big deal here. And if not, it needs to hold a buck, right? So, kind of sad for me. I bought MATIC 2 months ago at 109. Was up many times in the trade. It's a long-term hold, but it was like, that money could have went somewhere else. I may just exit that trade. Had I known, I would have just grabbed my liquidity at 168, I got it down here somewhere in this zone in the lows. But, double bottoming is possible here, too. Is it going to make a giant double bottom at 67? Is the market going to really take another big dump? All odds. We told you Bitcoin was going to go down. It was on the 15-minute. It was hot. 15-minute was coming to the downside. Yes, we gave a trade for BTC down. The call for the day is Bitcoin down. That's what we're looking at right now. And we have it on the 15-minute, and it's breaking out. And so that was the call right there. Every single day, we tend to get a pretty good reading on the market. We're deadly accurate. I'm one of the few traders that shows the trade every single day and shows the accuracy of the trade during the live stream. I don't see it a lot. I do it every single day. I see other traders do it like once in a while, but I do it every single day, consistently, over and over and over and over again. BitBoy talks it up a lot, and I know it's going to have a place of payment rails in the future. So I buy $5 to $100 when I buy Alchemy, just out of habit. I got a big enough bag of Alchemy Pay. I'm going to leave it at there. I'm going to leave it at that. What about GALA? We'll take a look at GALA as well. It's crazy how much benefits dandelions have. Do you guys pay attention to the time when trading? Anyone else notice it consolidates more every hour at the 38 minutes? I've never noticed that. Absolutely banging, son. Love what you do. Shout out to Paul Bird. Appreciate you, Paul, for coming on into the live stream. Thank you for calling yourself a crypto lifer and jumping on in. We're going to push forward every single day until we win. We can't even keep 200 people live on the stream. 204 likes, though 191 watchers. Already banging, son. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. So what do you think will happen with Bitcoin in the next few hours? It's going down. I put an alert right here on the 15-minute. So this is the deal. This is a short on Bitcoin right now. It doesn't have much more to go. Basically, one more hour of Bitcoin dumping, and then they're going to flip, and Bitcoin's going to pump. So here's the deal. I'm an accurate stochastics. I trade with the stochastics RSI religiously, right? See, the 15-minute was dipping, and I said, we all sat here on the channel. I said, okay, Bitcoin's probably going to dump again. What I said is I hope it doesn't break this level, this previous resistance. What we want is a bounce off that area. So far, we just got a wick off of it. That's a good sign. The 15 minutes still has room to go down, though. That's not a good sign. So I put an alert down here, and I don't even think or touch Bitcoin till this 15-minute stochastics hits my alert. I'm one of the only people I've ever seen online that puts alerts on the stochastics RSI. I did that. I started doing it all on my own. It's my own little thing. It's my own strategy. It works for me. I'm a pattern trader that uses alerts on the stochastics RSI. I can religiously show you how I do it over and over again, and I track Bitcoin very accurately using this system. I've created this system all on my own, taking a bunch of other mentors that have taught me, mushing it together. So smush that like button, because I'm going to smush it up every single day. Think of it as smushing. I don't have a big brother, but if I had one, he will get the same advices. Thank you so much. Shout out to Manav Arya. Yep, AMP under 0.05, in my opinion, is a good long-term buy. Shout out to Trent Osborne. Smoosh it good. I love smushing. I love smushing all day long. It's so wrong, right? It's so wrong. Bitcoin. So we predicted the fall to the downside. We shorted Bitcoin last night. We woke up to a pile of money if you're the crypto lifers. So everything is all good, right? Now we can see where Bitcoin's probably going to double bottom here and then pump to the upside. So here's what we're seeing. Remember, the 15 minutes going to go low. The 4-hour has more room to go down. So I'm playing this idea for a projection for BTC. I don't want to see Bitcoin break above 41,000. That's going to be bad news. We break 41K, we're going to 40K. We break 40K, we're going to 39. We break 39, you know where we're going, right? So I don't even want to get there. We don't have to get there yet. All eyes on 41,000. All right, so we need to hold 41,000 no matter what happens today. We need a daily candle to close above 41,000. Look at this bear. Look at the daily. Let's take a look at the daily. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. I'm pretty much honed in on what's going to happen. You're at the right place. This is the end. I'm new to this stuff. Is this the end? I'm new to this stuff. It could be. You should probably jump. You should probably. It's never the end. Remember that. It's always the beginning. That's how you have to think about life. It's always the beginning. Everything is just beginning. You can't hold past disappointments for why you can't achieve something in the future. I did that for years. Don't do that. Don't burn yourself. All right? So here we have it. Daily support is strong here at 40K. Needs to hold. If it doesn't, next strong daily support is at 38,400, and then 35,000, and then we're talking 29,000. So these are the levels we need to watch Bitcoin hold. Daily is oversold. When's the last time we saw Bitcoin dump horribly down when the daily was this low? If we backtest the daily when it's low on the last like 10 or 15 times, 1, it pumped. 2, it pumped. 3, it pumped. 4, it pumped. 5, it pumped. 6, it pumped. 7, it pumped. 8, it pumped a little bit. Didn't dump for sure. It just kind of went sideways. Here it was low again, and it pumped. Then it kind of went up throughout these channels, and now it's back down here again. Every single time, the daily's been what we call like solidified low. There's one. We kind of ended up there. Here's another one. We ended up here. Here's another one. We ended up here. Here's another one. We ended up there. Here's another one. We ended up there. Here's another one. We ended up right there, up like that. Not saying it's 100% changing the entire scenario. Can you give a shout out to Dingo Wifer, watching you for the first time today? Shout out to Dingo Wifer. I wonder what it's like being with that Dingo man. He's a wild man. He's a smart man though. So you must be an intelligent woman, because I don't see how he could be with someone that wasn't extremely intelligent. That man needs heavy intellectual stimuli. So you must be a very awesome person to be with the Dingo. So appreciate you. Thank you for coming in And thank you for watching the live stream. Shout out to the Wifer. Cheers to the Lifer Wifer. Funny. Crypto Wifer, crypto winter is a cold world. It really is. Maybe try to group tutor session. Perfect way to put the pieces together. Yeah, jump into the group tutoring session. It is every Tuesday from 3 to 5, where I teach the beginners all this concepts, support and resistance, Fibonacci's, all the fun levels, right? Let's pull a Fibonacci on Bitcoin, speaking of that, and see if we're respecting any levels. And we are. I mean, we bounce off the 0.618, then we bounce off the 0.5. We got rejected by the 0.38, the 286, right? 236. Came back down, bounced off the 382, got rejected, bounced off the 0.5. Close. Now we're kind of in the zone between the 0.5 and the 382. Can Bitcoin work its magic and get its way on out? Some also could consider this a flag. And this is a rising wedge with a break, a 68% chance of a break to the upside. So we just got to get this 4 hour out the way. We got to make sure certain levels don't break. And to me, the daily and the 4 hour will both take over, and Bitcoin can continue to pump back up to the all-time high in October like it should. I'm leaving a Bitcoin alone for the rest of the day. I think I went over as much as I could. The trade for the moment is to short it, but I believe, and again, none of this is financial advice. It's all for entertainment purposes only, right? Look at my favorite people in life are all crypto degens that I know. Would be great to hang with. I love the wifers holding them down. They're men only found in crypto. There you go. Hello to Dingo Wifer. A Dingo ate my Satoshis. So glad you're here with the Lifer fam today. Sam is a beast at freestyling. Fidel Pampit. You're funny, man. LOL mates nicknamed me Dingo. It's pretty cool. So the trade of the day was BTC down. It was the trade last night. It was a beautiful trade. Beautiful, beautiful trade. Okay. Now I see, the 15-minute getting high here on BTC down. So until BTC down probably hits this rejection point, and then that's when Bitcoin will kind of take over even more bullishly. So there's my predictions, my projections for Bitcoin on the day. And already we called it here at 0243 and it went up to 2522. So just for watcher's sake, 3.8% gains in about 40 minutes. I've been spitting since elementary. Oh no, he's got me thinking now. Quitting the better entry. I've been spitting since elementary, looking for a better entry. They call me a veteran. They call me a veteran, ready to. They call me a veteran, ready to. They call me a veteran, ready. They call me a veteran, ready to get the adrenaline. Anyway, so moving forward, highly likely we see it drop to Bitcoin. It's gonna test that 41,000 region. I don't want to see it break. So I'm happy with my overall analysis for Bitcoin. I have a good feeling of what's happening in the market for Bitcoin. Okay. Let's take a look at total real quick. So total again, same idea for, I don't want to see it break this level here at 1.88 trillion. We start going below 1.75 and all that other fun stuff. Not good. Not good. So levels to watch right here. I say it's a giant cup and handle. And we're just finding our way. And last line in the sand for me is 1.77 trillion. Even a wick down to 1.71 is okay. If I start seeing the market cap show me a 1.6, 1.58, I'm not going to be happy about it. That's going to tell me that certain things are breaking down. My idea for the cup and handle may not be right, and it could get ugly. All right. So that's where I'm going to start kind of, heading to the ferry now. I'll hit you up tomorrow, homie. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, brother. Muser, you still traveling? Double bottom, I'm thinking. So total, I want to see total hold 1.77 trillion. That's my line in the sand. We were holding above 2 trillion for a long time. All right, we got to get back above $2 trillion. 2.14, really. This level is the level that we need to get above, right here, for total. Now, total, too, is the entire market cap of all the altcoins. They're not doing as bad in retrospect, Same idea, cup and handle here. Same levels to watch. We bounced off of this support zone. 1 trillion, right? We didn't break 1 trillion, though. If we break $1 trillion, that's kind of the line. That's the line in the sand. I don't want to see the altcoins break $1 trillion. I want them to hold. If they get as low here at 981, so be it. They break that level, highly likely we get a drop down. It becomes more of a bloodbath down to $800 billion. So, and then we lose $200 billion out of the altcoins, and that's going to be a bit of a shakeup in the market. Giant cup and handle on spot, pal. There you go. Okay. He carries Doge. I'm out. I agree. China FUD just scaring weak hands out. We know better. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Fake China FUD scaring the weak hands. But there are some levels to watch. There are some levels to watch. And Potcoin ripping to the upside. Funny, the first coin I ever traded on Bittrex was Potcoin. Ever in my life. This is the first coin I ever traded from like 20. I traded from like 8 cents to 35 cents. It went on this massive pump to the upside in 2017. One day I'm trading it. First coin I ever traded. That was the first coin I ever bought. Potcoin. Tells you something, right? Craziness. It's where my head was at back then, you know. Yeah, so I wait for the market. On days like these, I like to trade BTC or DCA. So I'm going to take a look at my babies now. GALA, Chronicle. We're going to see what's going on to these littler coins. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Bringing them down to good DCA targets. Beautiful DCA targets, especially for a guy like me. Was about to get a little heavier, decided to wait last night. Good thing I did. Good thing I did. It's still an intact pattern. It still looks proper to me. Extremely oversold now with a 4-hour. Extremely oversold on the 1 hour, 2 hour, you name it. Got a little bit of a push up too here with slight divergence. Let's look at the 15-minute. Yeah, a little bit of bullish divergence there. What is that? That's when you have a swing down and a swing down here. And let me show you. Open it up. You're going to swing to the next swing. It's a little chunky, but you'll see it. Once you get to know it, you'll be able to recognize it even when it's chunky. And that is bullish divergence. Tells you that was your bottom there at about 9 pennies to the dot for GALA. Very interesting. I like this project a lot. It does have a previous high right here, which it hasn't retested. Does this make a falling wedge? You know, I've seen this happen before, where this ends up becoming a falling wedge. And we start having to test like other areas. Something like this. And then we do test the previous low here. So that would be the best. You know, I would always have a limit order waiting at 07905. Just because I've seen this happen so many times that it's possible. But hopefully it's going to respect this bottom here and this bottom here. And it's now doing an SR flip of the resistance of this area. So anything is possible. I keep it open-minded for GALA. But this is something I'm personally dollar cost averaging into. I'm selling some Litecoin that I've been holding for a long time. And I'm dollar cost averaging into GALA with it. And that's the plan. And I'm sticking to it. Okay? If the market dumps, then I'm going to have to get out somewhere in these areas and you know, walk away with what I got. If it pumps, then the whole thing changes and we're back on. So holding up better than stable coins in this dip with this Savage coin. Can't be with a man that likes Doge. It'll never work out. I have standards. So funny. CELR still pumping, as you said yesterday, Lifer. Let's take a look at CELR. Very interesting. CELR is pumping to the upside, and I have a target for CELR here at about 19. So Stellar's on its way. We talked about accumulating CELR right down here at about 0.8. And look at the double bottom that formed as it broke to the upside. This is strong. This coin, look, and these are coins you want to play against Bitcoin. These are the times when I trade against Bitcoin. Look at that. CELR BTC would have made you some nice Bitcoin. So when the market's flopping around, you trade against Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Secret BTC. A lot of coins kind of pumping a little bit up against Bitcoin. You can see that. Not hugely, but long-term wise, this is slowly moving up on Bitcoin. And that's forming a beautiful bull pennant, is it not? That's forming a beautiful bull pennant that eventually will blast to the upside. Okay? I can't stand that song. I don't know why. So Secret BTC, I'm personally in the trade. Rose BTC, I'm personally in the trade. And then ALGO BTC, personally in the trade. They're slowly trending up against Bitcoin. I'm seeing signs of that, right? We take a look at ETH BTC. Is a big indication of what's happening in the market. And so ETH's been getting beat up by Bitcoin, which is pretty interesting. But look, I have it breaking out of this bull pennant, then breaking out of that planet, and now it's just coming back down to support. This trade is still valid. Still valid trade. Even swing it down here, swing and stop there. ETH BTC looks like it's going to continue to beat up on Bitcoin. The daily suggests that ETH BTC is about to get started. So if ETH Bitcoin's about to get started, that's kind of telling you we're going to have a rally in the altcoins. All right. I got an alert on CKB. I'm going to take a look at that now. Always set alerts. Have your alerts. Know how to use your alerts. Alerts will change the game. Look, I didn't even have to think about it. Alert got hit. Now I look at why did I set the alert? What was I thinking? Well, look, I formed this, and the other day I said maybe it's making a right shoulder. 4 hour has to come down to the downside. Oversold. Beautiful. 1 hour has to come down. Oversold. Beautiful. 15-minute has to come down. Okay. So I wait for that 15-minute to come down one more time, and CKB could be a screaming touch, right? Just building the story for CKB. As look, rejection, bounce off previous support and resistance. That was a strong range for CKB here between 101265, right? MLN, another coin that was popping. Stopped out right there. Look at it. It's as they knew exactly where you are. Doesn't it seem so weird? That's why I like if you put a stop at a proper place, highly likely it should be where price doesn't go down anymore. You could kind of just saddle back. A trader could saddle back into the trade, right? Still a valid trade too, right? 1 hour, all right. 4 hours in your favor. It's all about that 4 hour. So it's interesting. It's like the 4 hour for Bitcoin isn't low yet, but the 4 hour for altcoins, it's almost like altcoins are a little bit ahead of Bitcoin. They might start kind of charging ahead. We're getting this idea, right? So we take a look at Bitcoin dominance, all right? What did we say was going to happen for Bitcoin dominance? Well, we suggested that it was in this rising wedge that could break to the downside. Did we not? Now it's doing a bearish retest, trying to break back in. Even a bearish retest of that support region. So it's going to get a little high and then dump again. So Bitcoin dominance isn't that high. Isn't that strong right now. I have my projections. We're waiting for the 4 hour to get high. And then it should get... And then I'm looking for this. I'm looking for the bearish retest. It looks like we got it right there. Look, Bitcoin dominance hit the bottom. Yeah, that was a bearish retest right there. See how we wicked right to the bottom of this channel? That's a huge sign for the altcoins. That they could continue to trend, that Bitcoin dominance is going to continue to trend to the downside. This is interesting. What if we see Bitcoin struggle and the altcoins take over? It's kind of something that's weird. Could Bitcoin top out, like some people were saying, in the next 2 weeks? And then the altcoins just have a huge pump to the upside. Johnny, I make all my biggest gap trades unknown. Cap gains with unknowns. Hey, Island, we missed ya. Shout out to Island242, Island Boy. That CKB looks bullish. They should fear me. Don't forget, QRDO on KuCoin. Let's take a look at QRDO on KuCoin. QRDO. So it came out, pumped and dumped. Beautiful. It's nice to see that it happened already, is all I'm saying. 4 hour needs to come to the downside. I'll put an alert here. I won't touch this thing until the 4 hour comes up. The 1 hour may pump for you, though. Now they're both getting high. So, extension here. Fake out, maybe. Yeah. But eventually, it's going to be hot. It's on my radar now. I got an alert set for it. I'll be watching on it. Thank you so much for that. Can you please check DXDY? We'll take a look at DXDY. Or DYDX is, yeah. I said it right, but I spelled it wrong. I said it right, but I said it wrong, but I spelled it right. Okay. DXDY. So we would get stopped out of that one too as well, right? Everything. Bitcoin ruins every trade. Remember that. Bitcoin will ruin every single trade. That's just what it does. Possible beautiful double bottom here, though. Okay. 30-minute is high. We take a look at the 1 hour. That's what I want to see. 1 hour C also got extended and did not. It's got to get above the support region at 1254 to remain bullish. If it doesn't, it could start a downtrend to the downside. We take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours is going to get overbought. So that's oversold. So it's telling you that this is a possible double bottom. Highly likely that's a double bottom. For DXY. Based on the 4 hour stochastics. I can't stand this song either. This song's horrible. Worst song ever. Okay, so double bottom there where we broke up. Could it be doing the same thing it did there? Possible. Bit of a, resemblance of each other. DYDX, decentralized exchange. This thing is hot. And now it's back down to 12 bucks. It was at a high of 18 already. That's possible. Double bottom there for DXDY. You can pay with crypto to join the Patreon by emailing cryptolifers@gmail.com. When you can, check out the Lifers testimonials. You'll know you are in the right place. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, guys, if you're in the comment section, hit the testimonials right here. It'll bring you to the Telegram testimonial room where you can read about all the different testimonials people are saying and what everyone's bringing to the table. I think you'll absolutely love it. Bitcoin getting bullish now. Who would have thought? As the 15-minute flips on you. That's how I personally would have closed the short. Once you wake up in the morning and you know you nailed it, you get out. Then I watch the market. And I let the market kind of tell me what's happening, find its way, figure it out, so I can find some resonance in the market, some movement that makes sense. Okay. Shout out to everyone that was on the screen share on Wednesday. What an amazing screen share. Appreciate that so much. Guys, now this is really cool. I can screen share with Telegram. Make sure you update your Telegram. If you join the Patreon in the 99 room, I can just do this right here. Right? And then I can do video here. Cannot enable camera, another app. Yeah, because I'm using it here. But if it wasn't, I could do a screen share right now with everybody. We could do a video call right away. I hit this, bam, and ready to rock. So some days I do it in an exclusive room too. I could hit this, active video chat, and do a live stream in this channel. See? And the video chat. So I can do video chats with all you guys. And I'm going to do it more often, so you're going to see more interaction now because of that tool. Whenever I'm in a good mood, when I'm feeling good, or whenever I have something to talk about. Also, don't put too much weight on my words, as I'm pretty inexperienced compared to people like the Lifer, Andrew P. I guess another tip is to change the long short-term ratio based on the market cycle. You never know. DXDY on Bitcoin. Looking bullish on the BTC pair. Let's take a look at the DYDX BTC pair. Yeah, it's looking pretty bullish as well. I agree with you. I can't stand this song either. Worst song ever. I don't like tinky sounds. I like thick. See, this is clear. This has got a nice ding, 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 ding. This track rocks. Like, I'll take this to the bank. Other tracks are too dink, man. I need clear sounding samples. I was a rapper for years, right? I'd sit in the studio, go over so many beats. I'd know exactly what beat was gonna bang on them. You know what I'm saying? I could just got an ear for that. It's got to have that movement to it. So yeah, DXDY looking pretty nice on the Bitcoin pair. Possible idea for DYDX on the BTC pair. All right. Remember too, I don't like this part about it. I like the other part about it, but it is what it is, huh? When you have uncopyrighted music, it's just not the best. The copyright music is the best because that's why it's copyright, you know? Yeah, someone just said, I just want to learn the TA in traditional way of trading as opposed to the hype. Yeah, like the hype gets everyone ruined. And so China's severe crackdown policy will continue to cause the entire Bitcoin mining industry to move into the United States. Exchanges and other crypto institutions will migrate to Singapore. There you go. Yeah, and again, the title of the video, I put my entire life savings in cryptocurrency. I did 4 years ago. 4.5 years ago, I emptied my entire life savings into cryptocurrency. It wasn't a lot of money, but it's everything that I had, and I continue to do that. 95% of my entire wealth is in cryptocurrency. Hands down. It is what it is. I went all the way. I went all in, man. I did what I had to do, right? And I've been there ever since. So the title of the video is true. Exactly what I did. And I buy more Bitcoin today. I buy Bitcoin every day, especially on a nasty dip. Like today, nasty dip. I check the fear and greed index. If the fear and greed index is in heavy fear, that's a day when I purchase BTC. Again, not financial advice. This is a reality show on my life. This is what I'm doing. This is a documentary on a man's life. This is a live documentary on my life. And the fear and greed index was down at 21 yesterday. It's back to 33. How is it higher than it was yesterday? Because we went down to 30,009 and it's higher than that. So the fear and greed index is even starting to move. It's at 33 though. That's just when I buy more BTC. It's just that simple. And there you go. Buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. 0.0233545 at 42,190. Buy now. Done. And there you have it. Consistently adding to Bitcoin. All right. I will move everything I own into Bitcoin when the time is right. I know what I'm doing when it comes to cryptocurrency. And I do it because I have researched the history of the human race. And I know what kind of assets that they will go over. So I know the history. I have 5,000 years of data backing me up why I'm buying it. Like I'm buying $1,000 worth of Bitcoin today based on 5,000 years worth of data. I'm not buying the hype. I'm not listening to I love Michael Saylor, but it's not just because of what he says. I have done my own mathematical kind of go through ups and downs of why people used to buy gold, why I used to buy silver, what made things scarce. Okay. 2,190 followers on Twitter. Appreciate it, man. Twitter's blowing up for me. I appreciate it. I had my first big notification on Twitter recently. It said, congratulations. Nice job. Your tweet is getting noticed. It has been viewed 360 times. So something did happen the other day because my tweets blew up, my YouTube blew up, the Twitter blew up. Everything was going well, right? It's still going well. I'm super happy today with the viewership and the camaraderie and everyone here. $1,000 worth of Bitcoin is going to be worth so much in the near future. I feel like I'm talking here, but personally, totally different. I'm taking an MFer on here. The money's coming. This is the worst music ever. Sorry that I got horrible music on today. Like, this music is horrible. I need to find good copyright music, man. I don't know what to do. Someone's got to help me out with that. How many years do you learn in crypto to do good TA? 4 years. I mean, crypto's been around. I've been trading for 15 years though. I've been trading a lot longer than just getting into crypto, you know? And again, these channels, will it get worse? Yesterday they said this is the best time to buy altcoins. Like, these guys are playing games all the time. Warning, Bitcoin hack. This guy's such a freaking... Do you really believe this? This is for educational and informational purposes only that I'm putting this Richard Hart video. He's talking about news, so we're going over news, so I just want to make that clear.
Terrible background. I didn't want to be streaming right now, but there's a Bitcoin emergency. So the Bitcoin.org website, which is the primary website for Bitcoin, has been hacked, or the people that own it or run it are now evil. Nobody really knows.
This guy's the lamest guy. That was the worst clickbait ever, yo. You don't say Bitcoin's getting hacked when Bitcoin.org. Like, what a fruitcake. So That makes me think he's discredible. That behavior that he just pulled is strange. What he did just there is weird to me. I find it weird. Richard, if you want to reach out to me, I'd love to have you on the channel. I think what you did there was really strange. You're manipulating people's emotions. You're trying to mess with people. Bitcoin is an innovative payment network and a new kind of money, right? This is the Bitcoin.org website. If you go to him, he's probably mentioning something strange. It's probably because they attacked Hex or something. You know what I'm saying? It's internal. The man has internal woes of all his projects. He also, I think he was that kid that got beat up and made fun of a lot in high school. I think he never really got the girls. You know, not that you had to, but I just feel like he wasn't like, I feel like he still has that, like, I don't know, like he's clawing back all the time at somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or like he has to prove himself. Like, it's okay, Richard. We love you. Like, you're amazing. I think he's super intelligent. It doesn't take away with what he's done and who he is. I respect the man for everything he's created. I don't respect him for manipulating people's emotions. Saying Bitcoin's hacked when he knows how big he is in the space, to make a video like that, that is insanity. Absolute insanity. Like today, I used my thumbnail to quell the emotions. I said, you know, why I'm buying more Bitcoin. I put my life savings in it and not looking back. Like, and then I even showed you that it was China FUD. Like, I'm not believing this FUD. Like, I'm not buying into the FUD. Like, I'm just not. I'm not buying into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm buying more Bitcoin. Look, as it pumps, I just made money right there. My purchase just went up from where I bought it. Not saying it's going to guarantee you, but like, no. And I did long Bitcoin at 32,400 hard. Hard, like real hard. So it is what it is. Right? So Bitcoin, man, but the only problem with this is it's fleeting, because you're going to get the 15-minute to pop and then you're going to get the drop. So you better clear this and come down for the retest. That better be the move for the 15-minute. If it's not happening. Okay? So this is what we see now. A rising wedge. And we're able to figure out the patterns fast and furiously. We'll figure out Bitcoin faster than Flash. That is a bear pennant, a falling wedge, you know, because it has a 68% chance of a break to the downside. Could Bitcoin go to 38K? All eyes on this level. I want to see it break above, like I said, and then retest 42,500. Again, we spent so much time on Bitcoin today. Let's take a look at the dollar index. I got great news for you about the dollar. Great news about the dollar index. Okay? Number one, it started to dump right now, which is great for Bitcoin. Right? Number one, it bumped. And it dumped out of a bull pennant. Why did the dollar just dump? What's happening in the news? Because China just printed billions of dollars. They diluting their currency, which dilutes all currency. Don't think we don't have investments somehow intertwined in China. Especially with who we have around right now. They're all China'd up. It's pretty obvious to me. So DXDY dumps, but it looks like, look, it's going to come back with a vengeance on the 15-minute. See how these oscillators are teaching us how we juxtapose them against each other? So when the dollar comes back up, rejection. We go up to the 1 hour. 1 hour's high, though, so it tells us that this dump will get a little bit of a move in the 15-minute. Maybe not that high. And then we're down. This is going to be a good thing for Bitcoin. We take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours getting high. So once that down comes down, then a little more juice, and then the major dump for the dollar comes. So maybe bearish retest, and then we're gone. Dollar looking absolutely horrible. Okay? Dumping to the downside. It's forming this rising wedge, which I've gone over numerous times now. And I see it kind of squiggling, and then dumping. It's also in a bearish pennant that it's been in on the bigger time frame, and I see that dumping as well. So the dollar on its way down to 81 from 93 as they continue to print it to zero, especially once this bill gets passed and they crack it and they start printing out brrr, and the money printer goes brrr. I'm telling you right now, this is going to propel Bitcoin higher and higher and higher and higher. Also, Bank of England also coming down saying that they don't have it. They're going to have to freaking keep printing money. Quantitative easing will not be stopped. They'll continue their barrage of quantitative easing. If you don't know what quantitative easing is, it's when they prop up the market. It's basically when you become socialist. And it's when the government starts buying everything. Remember, the Fed now is the biggest holder of mortgage-backed securities in the United States. That's a scary thought. That is really creepy. If you want insight into the market, if you want to gain, if you want to have a little more edge than the average person, it's going to take some discipline and some time because it's not easy. But watching George Gammon's channel will change your life. Okay? So let's take a look at who George Gammon is. George Gammon, right? This guy's unreal. He'll sit down with, right here. Real Estate 21 Deep Dive. Will prices boom or bust? George Gammon. And he puts out a video almost every day, probably every day. He has 330,000 subscribers. There's the 33 coming out. The Black Swan. How Evergrande in China could collapse the global economy. And he'll show you basically everything, what's going on. And he can teach you how everything is connected, back-tested. This man is amazing. He even had Judge Napolitano on the other day. He knows a lot of people in the game. Richard Werner, Money Creation Deep Dive. Luke Grauman. I love this guy. Another person you need to learn about is LYNETTE ZANG. Okay? LYNETTE ZANG taught me a lot of things that I know now too. She was on Stansberry Research 3 months ago. She comes out, Palisades Gold Radio. This is her at ITM Trading, okay, with 158,000 subscribers. She does her thing. 18,000 views a day. Fed and taper, stagflation headline, gold debt and buying property. She doesn't talk much about Bitcoin, but she dabbles on it. Banks, China's gold coins. Banks, China, and gold coins. Nominal confusion at work. A web of deceit. China control revolution. Taxes, bails in, and real estate. Your freedom is at risk. She, dollar bonds, inflation. She knows what's happening in the markets. She's one of the smartest people in the world as far as I'm concerned. I look up to her and George. I research them every day. They're people that I use. Them and Mike Maloney and Peak Prosperity. These are channels that help me figure out what's happening in the economy. And I've been using them for a long, long time. All right. So those are people older than me with more wisdom than me that I go to regularly for information. Educate yourself. Use YouTube for an education. Act like those people are sitting right next to you and you can ask them a question because that's what it's all about. Let's take a look at Sol booming to the upside. Phantasma on KuCoin. Wow, doing serious damage. And we actually had Sol in this cup and handle. We have it going all the way up here to 493% gains. Had you even taken the thought process or looked at the call, 199.9% gains on Sol. So congratulations that anyone took this call, charted it themselves, figured it out. Not even a call, just a chart that I put out there. I put this cup and handle out there. I had seen the possibilities. That's just, that's what I'm good at, going through the whole market and seeing where the highest probabilities are of where something should and should not occur based off of the probability of the cup and handle or the pattern that I see. Patterns will change the movement of the market, okay? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. This is Phantasma, okay? You might want to take a look at what this is as well. Let's take a look at Phantasma. Then you got Phantasma Energy, which makes me think, is that like T-Fuel or something? Does it have a fuel coin, Get Tokens Gaming, non-fungible dApps, developers, connect with us. NFT Gaming dApps, we connect, create, and control. Calling all devs, buy Sol and KCal. Yeah. Non-fungible dApps, developers, connect with us. NFTs are the future of content. Chris Jericho's NFTs. Wow, Chris Jericho. Pretty interesting. I think someone was telling me about this, actually. They knew him and this was going to happen. Someone actually told me this was going to go down. This was actually getting started. Dual token economy, Sol. Sol brands we work with. Seahort, Terra Virtual Collect. Staking rewards. So interesting. Chris Jericho, man. He's a pretty big name in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. As always, today we've got an awesome show. We're talking about NFTs, philosophically the NFT space, how it's a new medium for creation, lots of cool stuff, and we've got an awesome guest, Chris Jericho, the myth, the legend, a wrestling champ in his own right. So let's welcome him to the show. Thanks for being here, Chris.
I'm not a myth. I'm real.
He is real. He's real, and you can see.
You've captured the Bigfoot. The myth is true. So yes,
exactly.
I am here. We're here to dispel some myths about NFTs.
No doubt.
I should be so bold. Yes.
That is the way to go. So I mean, that's
NFT is kind of the next example of that, to where it's selling art online that exists in the blockchain, exists in the cloud, exists in the Ethereum, unlike a painting that you used to be able to put on your wall that could burn up in a fire, for example. So long story short, I wanted to get involved in this because I could see it becoming something very viable and something very real. It is.
Everybody can see it now. More people can see it than ever. Last summer, NFT was the word, and we came full circle for a whole year, and NFT was the word. So much happened. Maybe I take 25% on the long. I feel like it is S&P booming back. 4454 from 44. Let's go, Bulls. Yes, Mike Melodi's Hidden Secrets of Money is an amazing journey. I mean, it's a journey. I mean, that will change your life. Follow me at Twitter at CryptoLifer33. 2,194 followers. I see my Twitter is starting to blow up a little bit. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much for coming on in. Why am I buying more Bitcoin today? I put my life's savings into crypto, not looking back. Bitcoin cryptocurrency market analysis live. That's my dude, man. See, my dude, he looks at my titles and then he makes them better. Because he knows, like, he goes through something, an algorithm thing, and he finds out that my titles aren't that good. I'm kind of like a pain for my social team. I just do whatever I want, and then they have to clean it up after me. I'm one of those, like, because I just have so much going on. Like, it's about the charts and the movement, and I don't want to go through the minutia, you know, but they're the ones that kind of keep it moving and help me. They want us broke and poor. 3 lies they tell us about money to keep us broke. He's very true. This guy's actually a good channel, too, Richard Fain. I don't mind his channel. I think he gives great life advice about saving. He's awesome. He's a good guy to watch, in my humble opinion. I don't mind his channel. I think he could. Oh, wow. 150 people watching, 226 likes. Thank you so much for coming on into the live stream. Okay. So you notice, I mean, the day's a little up and down. We're watching Bitcoin. We're figuring things out. We still found this 199% gains on SOL, BTC. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, right? And so here's the call right here. Even on, well, I was looking this on 7-7. Is that really? I put this call out on 7-7. All right. On July 7th. I'm looking at this on the 3-day chart. At 0.581. Are you kidding me? I'm like weeks ahead of I'm months ahead. I'm 2 months ahead of my time, man. Like, I'm looking at this before Jericho came out. Before all this news came out, I'm looking at it like, it's like I swear there's some psychic thing going on with me. Like, and honestly, it just came down to, it's not even psychic. I just found a cup and handle with a project no one was talking about that looked really strong on the 3-day. I rarely even use the 3-day. Like, that's one of the first times I even used the 3-day chart. It's so interesting to me. And then a blast to the upside, SOL BTC, boom. And all you had to do was respect that level, just like I always do. And man, you would have tripled your Satoshis having taken the call. SOL BTC booming to the upside. Massive gains today for the crypto lifers. If anyone took the call, I don't know anyone did. I don't see a lot of people that did. And that's another thing. I was telling everyone yesterday in my Patreon, right? I was talking about something. Let me see if I can find it, because I could never really reread it again or rewrite it again, because I get in these essence, right? But okay, and so when I look at this, so I look at the exclusive calls, and every time I write something down, right? Number one, I said something about the news today. You know, number one, I aim to prepare you all for the rising wedge breakdown 60% of the time. That was supposed to happen by TA. The news is fake. The more you realize this, the better you will be. And I have no political ties. The news has been fake since the 1700s. Yeah, like when someone says fake news, they immediately think they're with, you know, who. That's not the case with me. I'm bipartisan. I'm a blockchain party. I'm with the blockchain party. I literally am creating a new political party called the Blockchain Party, and I'm going to stick with that until it becomes real. And the Blockchain Party, what do? We want everything on the blockchain. We want every vote on the blockchain. We want every single election on the blockchain. We want every single government budget on the blockchain. We want to know where every single dollar is going at any given moment. We're called the Blockchain Party. Once that is established, there'll be no finger pointing. There'll be no who won what and who did what, because it will all be on the blockchain. So I'll be running for office. I'm stating it right now on the Blockchain Party. I'm making it clear as day right now. 20, 30 years from now, if I am the president of the United States as the leader of the Blockchain Party, I won't even think it, I won't be surprised. So I may run for, I may, honestly, I'm telling you, I'm actually making it loud. I'm making it clear right now. I'm creating a new party, the Blockchain Party. I'm also creating an alliance, the Bitcoin Massachusetts Alliance. I'm going to be creating a business associated group of anyone who uses Bitcoin in alliance, and we're going to create a strong foundation of like-minded people. So I'm going to be creating the Blockchain Party, and I'm going to be creating the Bitcoin Massachusetts Alliance. If anyone lives in Massachusetts and would like to join the Bitcoin Massachusetts Alliance, it's just going to be a group that meets once a month and talks about Bitcoin, goes over things, has ideas, entrepreneurs, anyone like that that wants to gain insight and grow. We're going to create the Bitcoin Massachusetts Alliance. Okay. We're also going to be creating the Blockchain Party today. It has been started today. You heard it here first. The Blockchain Party, the American Blockchain Party. It's a chain. It's going to be a party that runs on blockchain. No more smoke and mirrors. No more, no more this and that. How many people came into the border? We have it on the blockchain. How many people did this? We have it on the blockchain. How many people did that? We have it on the blockchain. How many? Every action that an American takes can be documented on the blockchain. And then it can be set in stone, untampered, on the blockchain. Time is here. The technology is here. Enough is enough. I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of both sides lying to each other. I'm sick of the American way being ripped apart. I don't want it anymore. I want us to love each other and be full of love and love like we used to be. 1970s, it was love. I mean, there's always been ups and downs in this country. I agree. But we've always seemed to be able to get together. Lately, I am seeing some things that just make me feel so sad, and I love America. If I have to join and create the Blockchain Party to save every one of us, I will. And so that is the goal. And so today, I am marking it. Write it down. The Blockchain Party was created on this very moment, at this very time. Done. All right. Moving forward. It's time we get together. It's time we realize our strength in numbers. And it's time, and enough is enough. Enough is enough. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. But I'll definitely campaign for you. Yo. Let's see this. Okay. 3 p.m. Eastern Time, AZ audit. AZ audit. Funny. Cal the Runster, I will for sure. The hardest thing for me to do is the crypto space is reading charts. Right now, I can pick 20 to 100% gains all day, but charts frustrate me. Interesting. So good tomorrow. Yeah. What is your opinion on Strong? We love Strong. We were getting into Strong very early, 126, 130. Strong Blocks is great, and it's needed in the space. Should I buy Bitcoin right now? We don't tell you what to do with your money. You do whatever you want. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't ever ask me what you should buy, what to buy, how much to buy. I'm not going to answer those questions. I'll be your VP. There you go. Kava Price. The money's coming. Lots of talented traders are willing to help you with your charts in the Patreon. A tutoring session with the lifer is the life changer as well. Looking forward to seeing you in there. Yo, let me know if you need a Secretary of Defense, right? Listing services, Central Florida. Should I buy? Stop doing that. Get rid of that guy, please, somebody. Okay, moving forward. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. And that looks like a shield, and he is gone. I become America to vote for you, lifer. I'd become an American to vote for you. See? Yes, Mr. President. I'm going to start calling lifer Mr. President. The R's and the D's have pitted us against each other when they are the enemies all along. Yep. When in Mass, where in Mass are you located? In Boston. I'll just say in Boston. I'm not going to say exactly. Smoosh that like for the Blockchain Party. I'll be your VP, Sammy. There you go with a $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, my friend. I'm just sick of it. Agreed to love. Be together. Blockchain joins. Everything will happen. Lifer for president. Behind closed doors, the R's and the D's are laughing together as they watch the alt-right and the far left fight each other. It's not that I can't read them. It's my mind. It's a million miles an hour and get bored waiting. The money's coming. When you are prez, I'll mow the lawn. Finish my last meeting of the day. I'm back for the Blockchain Party. Listing services was timed out by Calderonster for 300 seconds. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. Oh my God. This guy. We got a testimonial here. that I'd like to read, and then I'm going to end the day. We'll look at Bitcoin, a few other coins, I'm going to end the day. And we're going to get into more altcoins tomorrow in the next few days. This week was a little up and down for me, I'll be honest. Normally we rip through way more altcoins. We go through way more suggestions, more super chats. I even made less super chat revenue this week because I found we kind of went over Bitcoin a lot more, but Bitcoin just needed that much weight, and there's just so much more. Sam, I can't believe you said this, but it gives me so much hope for the future. The money's coming. Just read your thoughts about reading charts. Group tutoring session gave me the ability to see the charts on a whole new level. Plus the Patreon, and you will be in a whole new universe. Shout out to Love Learning. Thank you for saying that. On blockchain, orange is our color. I love this party idea, man. We have divided big parties, taking our land and rights to destroy our future and present. We have to take action. It's up to us. It is, man. It's time we form a new party. It's over. The blockchain party. We just have to wash our hands of the past. Enough is enough. And whoever wants to start a new leaf with us can move on. Long form isn't my specialty, but this calls for it. So bear with me. He wrote bear, right? My crypto journey started back in February, March 21st. I was dabbling in hype meme stonks plays for about the previous 6 months, and it was hit and miss, mostly miss. My delusionment with the way the financial system grew very quickly, with the after-hours trading that locked out regular traders and investors and allowed institutions to run rampant. One of my best friends had been pushing Bitcoin on me since about 2012, 2013, and I decided to dabble. The actual words to my two friends were, I'm going to buy some Ethereum. It was time. I took all my money out of the stock market, and I made my first buys in crypto, completely blind, and was very fortunate to time my entry at the beginning of a huge run-up. I was following other big-name YouTubers and quickly started to grow frustrated with their lack of anything tangible to back up their astronomical price targets and predictions. One fateful day, after hearing terminology of the cup and handle being thrown around in a passing a few times, I threw down a search on YouTube, cup and handle crypto. You never know when or what's going to happen next, what's going to be a nexus point for a catalyst for when your life is going to change forever. For me, it was that four-word search. Up comes the cup and handle. Video for CTSI. I instantly hooked. This dude is showing you previous charts that had enormous gains, and now I'm seriously intrigued. This dude is showing his work, and my craving for something tangible is instantly locked in. I buy in on CTSI. It goes flying. Now I'm on board, 100%. I joined the Patreon. I lurked there for a while. I watched the live stream religiously. I mirrored the moves. I was watching the live on my newly created TradingView. As I watched these moves fill and play out, now it was time for my first one-on-one. This was really when things kicked into high gear. First things first, this was a dude. Not some crazy finance major or something like that, but a dude about the same age as me from the same place I'm from. A true relatable peer who was absolutely slaying the market. This kind of guy I could see myself hanging with, and with a very, very relatable path in life to mine. Someone who works as hard and harder than I do every day. Harder than I do every day. This is on its own was a catalyst for me that I can do that. The session was a 1-hour session, probably went almost 3 hours, telling me right away that this is more about teaching than getting his 1 hour in and moving on to the next as quick as possible. My mind was blown by how eager he was to teach and show me more and more. At this point, I'm all in. I quit watching all the other crypto YouTubers to narrow my focus just on the program I was being taught. Little by little, my mind began blown as I witnessed them come to fruition. I lined up another session for about 8 weeks later, giving myself time to put the theories and concepts from the first session into practice. Now the concepts start to get more advanced. I'm loving it, eating them up and putting them to work. The way he is able to explain the concepts to a beginner to the space was incredible. Seriously micro-awed my development. At a point where I started seeing the charts I was creating show up on the exclusive charts room, I was in disbelief. Was this real life? Has this dude turned me from a casual meme stock player into an actual trader with a system based on sound fundamental and technical analysis? My friends who dabble casually, my dad now, they are all hitting me up for charts. This is also incredible. I have the best damn tutor in the game. At this point, our student-teacher relationship is now a friendship, one I couldn't be more blessed to have. There's no more price tag that could be put on the knowledge that is picked up since I've been here. This is a skill that I can take with me for the rest of my life. I'd like to shout out the group out also. The vibe is always up and up. The people aren't here to jump on Elon's last tweet. They're here to figure out why the next divergence is coming and where the Stokes are ready for the next pop. Everyone's working to help everyone else do what they came here to do. Learn and profit from our learnings. This is truly my home. Thank you for having me, Sam, and all the lifers. I love you all, and like brothers and sisters. I get a little embarrassed today for some reason. Thank you so much for that, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It blew my mind, man. Let me shake it off. I gotta shake it off. But we nailed it, 199. Bam. Even if you stayed in down here, I mean, what a beautiful trade. What a beautiful idea. But look how long it took. July 7th, right? Maybe you could have even waited until September 13th, though. You didn't have to wait that long. But the lowest price ever was on July, in the July area. Right there, July 26th was really the low. Interesting, right? So, just something to think about, you know. It takes a real crypto lifer to cry. Synoptic Trader, wonderful and inspirational. You are so awesome. K&K Dark Horse. Have a taco. I know. I want to go eat some food, man. VeChain is my second biggest bag. I love VeChain. I like VeChain, Pug. Yet, absolutely. Sam, I can't believe you said this, but it gives me so much hope for the future. Hey, man, enough is enough. Thank you to everyone for having me here from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, man, for being awesome. The frequency is real, dude. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for writing that. Don't make me cry ever again on camera, though. It's our appreciation that makes him cry. Sam, you're the real deal, son. Love you all, man. Shout out to Carrie Sanders. Thank you so much. It just shows you care. You don't see this on BitBoy Banter, etc., but they're in it for themselves. No, I saw this on, honestly, I saw this on Banter. I'll show you, one morning, Sheldon came on, because Sheldon wasn't always part of the show. Sheldon came on, and, you know, they talked about Sheldon's life story, man. And, oh, my God, like, I was like, I don't know. He, look, microdose. That's funny. I don't know where it is exactly, but he cries, and his dad passed away. Sheldon the Sniper's dad died, and, like, never got to see him, like, never to see all his Bitcoin gains and all his winnings, you know. And then it was such a heartfelt story. Like, it crushed my heart. Yeah, Crypto Banter's good. I like Crypto Banter. Yeah, Sheldon is a great guy. Sheldon's awesome, man. Hold up, Sheldon is cool. Ron is cool, if you ask me. Yeah, I'm cool with them. I like Sheldon and them. They shill a little bit here and there, but I like them. They're good guys. Oh, let's go find out what happened to Expert Crypto's channel, which is hilarious, right? It's funny because these channels are blowing up. They're getting all these views. Look, 1 month ago, he basically said this market was going to dump and tank, and then the market ripped. And he was just like, look, it's going to keep going. He said, we're at bear market. He got rocked. And then he comes out. What I don't understand is he using an algorithm? How did he get so many views, subscribers so fast? It didn't make sense to me, you know? I don't know. Anyway, but he disappeared. Like, so we're going to outpace all these channels that come and go. And we're just going to keep showing up every single day. I'm not giving up. Yes, he gave his life story, but never do you see tears. It's just a job for him. This is a movement and a lifestyle. So yes, moving, but the love you have for us isn't the same as Sheldon and them making money. I agree. Oh, I don't know. Blah. Rexpert Crypto. Yeah, dude, he got rocked. That kid got rocked, man. I kept telling him too, man. Chill out. And funny, he called his channel expert. See, you don't call yourself an expert at anything. You call yourself a beginner at all times. Beginner's mind. By keeping a beginner's mind, you believe that you have so much more to learn every single time. I'm still a beginner with this trading stuff. I'm still a beginner. I don't know what I'm doing. Look at Ren BTC. About to fly on the daily, right? I mean, 1 hour has room, but the 4 hours bent. So, like, you're going to get a little more of a push. But then I'm looking at the overall idea here. This 4 hour on the whole market ain't looking good. Hey, huge fan, question. What is your play for the parachains on dot? Really just a whole polka dot. You know what I'm saying? You could try to get Altair. Altair is the next one, right? Altair. Thank you for sharing such a truthful and inspirational testimony. You shared what lives in your heart of your Patreon brothers and sisters. Thank you, Smurf, from a sister, and thank you to my teacher. Appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I don't like Ryan. Sheldon is what makes the show. Ryan was involved in some BS years ago, but he does have some bad ass info. He's smart. All right. Thank you, Love Learning, for the $20 super chat. That's so nice of you. Yeah, sad Sheldon. It was similar to you in some ways. He's the only good part of that show. Made me cry also. It did. It did. Yeah, I mean, they make fun of people too a little bit, right? I don't know. They think it's funny to make fun of people. The frequency isn't truly there. They're a little off kilter, but it's all right. I mean, this 4 hour boom to the upside on Ren. So when Ren was low in the 4 hour, blast off city, right? And then you check the 1 hour and the 1 hour redipped, boom. And then it dipped again right there, not too recently, just like 3 hours ago. This is the best tribe ever. That's all. Then microdoses will elevate your life, in my opinion. My lady's dad passed away, and it helped her tremendously. We're both on Paul Stamets protocol, clinically shown to promote neurogenesis. Interesting. Thank you for saying that, Calderonster, man. Appreciate you, brother. I don't like Ran or Sheldon. Oh, yeah. All right, everyone, I'm out of here for the day. Let's take a look at Bitcoin real quick before we get out of here. Looked like it was holding about 42K, which was actually pretty awesome. But that's something we need to see, right? And we've already gone over every single up and down, what happens to happen for Bitcoin. Replay it back if you need to check it out. Line in the sand right here. If we can hold this 41,800. I don't want to see us go below it. 15-minute is kind of struggling with kind of recreating itself. Looks like it could highly likely be dumped, though. Remember, 68% chance of a break to the downside, rising wedge. You just got to go with the probabilities. 1 hour's in your favor. So can the 15-minute kind of toggle its way in and out, and then can the 1 hour take over? 4 hours not in our favor, but it's getting down to the oversold region, thank goodness, at least. What a nasty red candle. It's insane how big these candles are. A 4 hour candle that went down 7% in Bitcoin, opened at 44,800. High was 45, so we did hit the 45. We go to a low at 40,000. It went from 45,000 to 40,000 in 4 hours. Probably less than the initial big move. Sam, you're the real deal. Thank you, Carrie. You're awesome. Appreciate each and every one of you. Violent J. Vieira. How does ADA looking on the 4 hour chart? Thanks, Lifer. Honestly, why I'm me, I've seen my ego and killed it years ago. I can't love and live without the shades over my eyes. A microdose is needed for everyone. A macrodose. Smoosh the like on the way out. Help get the word out. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate you. So we went over Bitcoin. We went over dollar. We went over Bitcoin dominance. We went over the entire market. All right. We looked at a bunch of ups and downs. We had fun. We had a blast. I say we tap that 40K region and bounce with a double bottom. Just finishing an ABC correction. DMT will crush an ego, from what I hear. Yeah, my DMT experiences were insane. I can't really talk about them right now, but they were absolutely insane. And I don't condone that as well. I mean, that's again, your journey is your journey, you know. All right, guys, I'm out of here for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Cardano looking like it's holding a bit of a cup and handle too, bouncing off a low at 186. I can't believe it went down to 190. It did break the $2 region. How dare you, Cardano? How dare you? It's an experience. I want to be in your family too. Come on in. You're already in there. Makes sense why you are now Sam. Makes sense why you are you now, Sam. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I left my body and went to another realm, it was insane. Anyway, shout out to everyone here. Talk to you soon, bro. We're hanging out. Yeah, come on, man. You got to hang out. I haven't, hung out with anyone in so long, man. It's been hard. Crypto is life, love, and thank you, fam. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for calling yourself Crypto Lifers. Thank you for jumping on into the Crypto Lifers show. We announced the creation of the blockchain party today. Whoever wants to start it and join in, let's get it going. I know there's a lot of people out there that would love to join the blockchain party. So Let's get it going. All inclusive. The blockchain party. We're going to have whoever wants to start it and join in. Let's get it going. I know there's a lot of people out there that would love to join the and it's gay, straight, white, black, Chinese, Spanish. It does not matter. It does not matter. The only prerequisite of being in the blockchain party is that you want everything on the blockchain and that you were sick of being lied to. If you're sick of being lied to and you want everything on the blockchain, then you're in the blockchain party. So jump on in and let's get it going today. I'm going to figure out how to start one. I'm going to talk about it. We're going to get it going. 2-3 years from now, we will be the blockchain party. Are we going to have tacos in the blockchain party? Every single Tuesday, Lifer. Life Stealer 87. Every single Tuesday, my friend. Every single Tuesday. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the love. And we'll be back later, Gator guys. Time to rock out with your out. Wow. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. At the end of every live, I say 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. So 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. We do damage here. We do damage here on this channel every single day. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow night, it's Friday, right? Today was Friday. We try to have fun on Fridays. I always love Fridays because that's when I got out of school for the week, and I love my weekends. I always got super excited, and I still get excited. I'm still a little kid. I'll never grow up. And so on this 24th of September, Friday, and our third day of fall, hoodie season, baby, hoodie season. And let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm out for the day. Thank you guys so much for being here. I got 2 tutoring sessions, 1 at 2, 1 at 3. So excited to meet you. If you're on the live right now, can't wait to see you. And thank you guys for jumping on in. Thank you whoever signed up for those sessions. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for supporting my business. Thank you to each and every one of you who came out to the live. Thank you for hitting the like. Thank you for the comments. And I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Remember that. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock. p.m., 8 p.m. Saturday nights, baby. And Sunday nights. The next 2 live streams are at night. Peace.